Jacoby Myers, Parker Washington, Josh Hines-Allen, Trayvon Walker, Foye Oluokun, Monteric Brown, Jordan Lewis, Jarian Jones, LaQuinn Allen Jr., Chris Rodriguez, Bashal Tutin, Amir Abdullah, Antonio Johnson, Eric Murray, Jalen McLeod, Dennis Gardeck, Jack Kaiser, Devon Hamilton, Patrick McCarry, Quentin Bohanna. And then there were another 7 further down the roster that were deactivated and didn't play, and that's also not including Cole Van Lannon, Walker Little, dudes that are hurt. So any indication or read on what the important games are going to bring based on what we saw on Saturday, probably realistically not there. So, yeah, if you're going to tell me we're going to play a game with nothing but backups and we won the game, that's good enough for me. I don't know how or when it happened. At the bottom line, and that becomes evident in situations like this. If Trevor goes down, we're screwed. That kind of jumps out at me. The young guys wouldn't be ready, and Nick Mullins just doesn't look all that good, does he? Nick Mullins doesn't look like a guy who, in a pinch for 3 games in the middle of the year, is going to go 2-1. But again, I don't want to say that just from what we saw in the preseason effort, which was subpar, including that pick down in the red zone. Oof. I mean, threw it right to him. The Jags' first drive, right? I mean, the game started inauspiciously enough. Heath Farwell, pretty proud special teams coach, and he watched him rip one about 80 yards down to the 10. Hustle points for Jalen Husky, rookie safety, who's flashed, and I thought did a few times Saturday afternoon for chasing him down. Lasted all of one play as the Saints took it in on that first one, and oops. And then the Jags, counter with a little bit of a drive. The rookie receivers each had a grab, and they got down, in the red zone, the scoring zone, and Mullins threw an interception right to I think it was a linebacker cut in front. So if you have concerns about the backup quarterback position, I would share those, but I would also say when your success is so predicated on having a franchise quarterback, I don't care where you are, Cincinnati, Kansas City, Buffalo, Jacksonville, the Chargers. If he goes down, you're in trouble. Ask the Broncos. How'd that work? Lost Bo Nix in the divisional round, and they're in the AFC Championship game, a game they have at home. They got to go with Jarrett Stidham. Wasn't enough. Somewhat surprised that the Broncos are going to stay with that same strategy. That's not something that's going to be addressed right now. Probably can't be, but I would say eyes on waiver wire, developmental prospects, maybe a vet, depending on who it is out there. That's a small observation. I'm not as gaga about the Jamari Taylor afternoon as what I've read. I thought it was fine, but it didn't look like anything outstanding. Granted, this offensive line is beyond patchwork, but you are facing the backups for the most part on the other side of the line of scrimmage. And don't get me wrong, wasn't a terrible day. What was it, like 22 for 78 maybe? And he had, I think, 12 for 58 in the second half when he kind of got rolling. Nothing flashy, but some good, solid, 6 to 8 yard runs. And I thought it was fine, but it wasn't, like he shot right into territory. I thought some of the young defensive linemen, if you really broke down and watched them, did a pretty good job. I thought Regis and Williams were both, flashing. Yashir Abdullah would be a guy who the preseason is important to. We talked about him the other day as a name that, gosh, you forget they're even on the team. And he had a big sack that caused a fumble. He also had a special teams tackle. So, that would be a name if you're going to go super deep. But for the most part, if you're driving in here on a Next Gen Roofing Monday, you're about the regular season. You're not about the competition for the third safety spot. That's for the coaches and the real, dissectors of the NFL season 24/7. So, and we can play that role here if we need to. Probably unnecessary. We got a really good football team, as evidenced by we set 23 to 30 guys and took whoever was left and won a football game. Was it pretty? Was it spotless? Was it without head-scratching errors? No, it wasn't. But it was also a game where they had more points than the other guy. And I will say this to balance it all out. I've been doing this since the Jaguars' first season. I've been here for every single Jaguars season. And I don't know if any mentality that I have about the NFL and the Jaguars has changed more for me than the final score of a preseason game. I could care less. And if the Jags get blown out in a preseason game, they're a good team. I'm going to take it. It's for a good reason. The other guys played their guys and you didn't. But that is beyond a healthy, impactful list that I read off to you from the quarterback on down the line. So to find a way to pull out the victory, to make a stop on the last play of the game, to preserve it, those are all certainly positives that you take as the Jaguars have embarked. And, man, it comes fast now, and I'm here for it, right? We'll get the I'm just snapping my fingers at the pace of play, E.T. Good morning, friend. How are you doing? How was your weekend?
Sup, I say your boy played 36 rounds of golf, and it wasn't bad.
36 holes of golf, not rounds, but 36 holes of golf.
36 holes.
In one day?
No, not yet. I ain't made it there yet.
You went Saturday, Sunday, both days?
Saturday, Sunday, and it was hot.
It is hot, or
Man.
firecracker. It was hot in the stadium at 8 o'clock at night on Saturday, a good 250 miles, 300 miles north of us. So, yeah, I feel you on that. Do we have a highlight? Did we make a birdie? Did we do anything?
Not a single birdie. I don't even think maybe one par in 36 holes.
Did you play on the home course both days?
Neither.
Oh, where'd you
Slammer and
bounce?
Squire and then the yards.
Dang, it's all over the place.
All over, man. I got to see all these courses, man.
Yeah, well, there's a lot to see and a lot of great golf to be played. Speaking of great golf, it's bound to happen. I mean, this dude has just been simmering and percolating right there at the top of the leaderboards, and for whatever reason, and the reason's usually an incredibly slow start. He has to come from way back, and he gets close, and you end up feeling like, man, Scheffler could have, should have won that. Why didn't he win it? Well, here he is with only his second win of the year. I saw the list of guys that had multiple streaks of multiple wins in a year. Tiger had multiple wins in a year 5 times, twice. Phil Mickelson holds the record for consecutive years with multiple wins. He did it 6 times. Well, Scheffler now with his second win of the year, that's a multiple. That's 5 years in a row for him. So look out, Phil. I mean, is there any part of you that thinks that Scotty Scheffler won't win at least 2 next year? Is there any part of your sports fandom that would bet Scotty Scheffler under 2 when it comes to tour titles next year? Yeah, I didn't think so. So he'll tie, barring injury or, some sort of calamity. Scheffler will tie Mickelson's record for consecutive years of multiple wins next season, and then he'll break it the following year, and then he'll run it to 10 or 12, depending on how long he can play injury-free. And now when you tack a win here and you maybe get another one in the last 2, who knows, win the FedEx title, wouldn't shock me at all if he won that. You're going to end the season with, 3 wins and now all the second place finishes and all the contention, it matters more. Because now you have just, piled together a season that doesn't have the 4 or 5 or 6 wins. But 2 and now maybe 3 with two tournaments left to go. We're down to 50. I enjoy watching the bubble watch at the end of these cut down events. And you see guys that just, they got it and then they don't. They can be on the 8th hole, they'll be 45th in the standings, and then by the time they finish, they're 52nd and going home and watching the top 50 play, at least this week, and then they're down to the final 30 for the Tour Championship, so the final 2 weeks of the golf season come your way. Well played, Stuart Moore. I'll give him credit. He sat on Scotty Scheffler all year long. He never played him. The 3 of us Goombas, we used him up early. And Stewart's just sat there and sat there and sat there. And now that we hardly have we have one more tournament left, boom, he plays the Scheffler card. He gets his $3.5 million, and that'll just about do it for the race for the Brunch with the Tour title. Did you do anything at all this week, E.T.?
I don't think I did much. I took Ludwig, and I think he did a little bit, but I ain't making any movement.
You're probably going to settle into that last place spot when all's said and done, because all will be said and done, at least as far as our sprint. After next week's event, of course, the Tour Championship is still upcoming in a couple of weeks. All right, there has been plenty to, compliment and commend and get excited and optimistic for John Sumrall. He did something this weekend I'm not down with, man. I'm not down with at all. I'll explain when we return. It's a Next Gen Roofing Monday on The Drill.
2nd and goal from the 5-yard line.
Hear the voice of the Jaguars, Frank Franchi.
2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Crowd getting involved.
Afternoons on the Franchi Show.
Victory formation for Jacksonville.
On 1010XL. Streaming live from the XL Digital Studios. Polished by Harbor Dental Care, the locally owned smile restoration experts.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Give me those sauces, grab the chicken strips, let's dunk them in there. There's nothing like it. Hey, I'm Joey. And I'm Josh. And we're team members at our local Chick-fil-A. And a little thing you'll love about the Chick-fil-A chicken strips is dipping them in our sauces. My sauce is the barbecue sauce. If you wanted to add sweet, tangy flavors, there's nothing like it. I love the garden herb ranch sauce, but if you want a little bit more kick in the spicy side, you can mix it with buffalo sauce. Dipping them in our sauces, it is perfection.
It's the summer of Chick-fil-A chicken strips and sauces. Order now on the Chick-fil-A app. Team members paid for their testimonials.
How will the Gators do? Find out what we're thinking as we preview the season, breaking down each game and predicting their record. Follow the fireworks and the fun on the 1010XL Gators YouTube channel.
Served up by Jets Pizza. It's not pizza, it's Jets.
Hi, I'm Blake Bortles. People know I've always said if I wasn't playing football, I'd probably be on a construction site. So Next Gen Roofing finally let me live the dream.
Blake, why are you wearing a red practice jersey?
Always worn it for safety.
Right. Well, around here, the red jersey means you're the new guy, so you're in charge of garbage cleanup.
Perfect. I love garbage time. Always excelled in it.
It's not exactly what I meant.
Good thing Next Gen Roofing has real pros handling everything from family homes to large commercial buildings. Next Gen, teamed up with you.
Teamed up with you.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too, from Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, roll and lock bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality products and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
David Garrard here. Playing in the NFL can put a lot of wear and tear on your body, especially your knees. Southeast Orthopedic Specialist has kept me mobile and ready to tackle every day.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialist.
This is former NFL quarterback David Garrard. If your knees have taken a beating and you're finally ready to do something about it, then let Southeast Orthopedic take a look. Come on, do your knees a favor.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialist.
Baloo here for Smoonez Vision. Why Smoonez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smoonez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smoonez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smoonez is fellowship trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmoonezVision.com today. Here you can see.
It's summertime, and Aleve is here to keep you on the go. Whether it's planes, trains, or automobiles, Aleve's got your back with up to 12 hours of back pain relief. With just one dose, you'll get to your destination and be ready for your next adventure. So pack your sunscreen, your shades, and your Aleve. No matter where your final stop, Aleve will keep you moving. From sunup to sundown, Aleve's got your back this summer. Feel Aleve. Use as directed for minor aches and pains.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
Mellow beginning here to your Monday morning. It's the Next Gen Roofing Monday. Easy. One of those days out there, at least it was when I drove in, we got more traffic. It seemed like more interstate traffic in particular. I felt like it was about 4 o'clock on a Friday afternoon as I was driving in this morning. So be careful out there as you get your work week going. Summertime is right, pretty much over. The kids are back. The vacations are in the books, and we're going to all grind it through this football season, a season that I guess officially got underway with the Jaguars preseason opener at New Orleans. But again, we're learning more and more how unimportant the actual games are versus joint practices, and certainly compared to the regular season. I need some answers, though, on one particular topic. we have been, sharing with you Daniel Murphy through his contributions to the J Fund, won an auction for the right to call a play in the preseason. And I think it's an opening play. I don't know if that's public knowledge. Isn't that what he said? It's like the opening play is how I heard. But we never got confirmation that it would be the New Orleans game. And perhaps all along it would be a home game where you can, maybe see people face to face and handle it that way. But if that was Murph's first call, very inauspicious, my man. If you remember on the first play of the game, it's a 2-yard loss, and we lost the right tackle on the play, Idoga. So yeah, I'm hoping that wasn't Murph's call. Because if it was no bueno. Speaking of, and I don't know the method to the particular madness in this one. I only know that I don't like it. Florida Gators held their first scrimmage on Saturday. These scrimmages are handled different ways by different programs and different coaches. Personally, I'd like you to open it up. Let people see where you are. You're not going to have any competitive advantage or disadvantage to letting the fans ride the fever, letting the media tell the fans exactly what they saw, from important position battles like quarterback to offensive line play to players returning from injury, to get the full scoop on what happened. Fans that pay a lot of money to go to games, alumni that contribute a lot to the university, deserve that transparency. Or be that guy. It's all shut down. We'll just take it for what it's worth. But Sumrall somehow ran a hybrid this weekend that hasn't completely played out yet, that doesn't sit well with me. Here's what he did. Sumrall invited 6 members of the media. I don't know who the 6 are. Invited 6 members of the media to watch the scrimmage, but couldn't report on what they saw until they asked him questions at today's press conference. Wait, what? Sumrall invited 6 members, handpicked 6 members of the media to be at the scrimmage to see what's happening, but only under the agreement that they couldn't report on what they saw until after today's press conference with the coach. Why not just have your SID file incredibly rave reports and we'll see on opening day? I don't like this for a number of reasons. First and foremost, aside from the 6 that were picked, and I don't know about how many were left on the wayside, aside from the 6 were picked and how just blatantly unfair that seems to be, it's the appearance of wanting to totally control the narrative. Buddy, we don't need narratives, John Sumrall. Just for the record, Gator Nation has had it up to here with narratives, man. So let us see how Philo and Jones are competing. And now I don't trust what you tell us today, or how it's being told, or the route that we got to it coming out of your mouth. No, I don't know this. I don't know the detail. Let me ask you this. Do you know the questions before they're coming as well? So I don't like it at all. I think it's a big misstep. It's not really being reported as a big deal. I'm surprised the media can get in their feelings pretty quick. I'm surprised that if you weren't among that elite half dozen, that there hadn't been a column appear somewhere. But I don't like it. I don't like this appearance of trying to, and look, perhaps I'm overreacting. All I have is a couple of columns that I've read. I went, like probably many Gator fans, in search of some details from what went down on Saturday. Now, we've got the all-important swamp sessions. That keeps us here in Jacksonville on game day. But you know what? If I was paying my pretty penny to go down there in 2 weeks, I feel like you better show me what you got. Especially since the last GOT session I had went 4-8. So number one, I don't like the way we're treating a scrimmage as if it's the next step in the Gulf War. And I don't like handpicking 6 people that then, what kind of reporter are you if you're watching, don't report? So I don't have to send the questions in for approval. Suddenly that doesn't seem outrageous. So it's a small thing. I don't know if this is press. I don't know if this is how Summerall has done things in previous stops. I don't know the answers to all that. I'll be curious Hickens' opinion on it when he comes in. My cohort of screaming voices after every Gator football Saturday. Now, this year, you won't, I don't think, be able to hate watch this quite as much. You know, I see what y'all did out there last year. The most, highly viewed episodes were when they lost at home to, well, who was it? USF got them last year at home. I can't keep up with the malaise that Billy Napier spread to the Miami game, where by the end of it was, y'all love watching that. Watching us scream Rome is burning. Go out and beat a team by 20, and there's a collective yawn. All right, we'll take a quick timeout. I'll come back with the weekend that was, just a quick synopsis of the trip to Atlanta. God, I took another L, man. I'm tired of going up and taking these L's. But I got a W in the concourse. Tell you why when we return. This is The Drill. It's a Next Gen Roofing Monday on 1010XL.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. The 1010XL Sports Network delivers podcasts, video, and exclusive content across every platform. Jacksonville Sports reimagined at 1010XL.
Looking for something different this weekend? Experience the 23rd Annual Jacksonville Tattoo Convention. Meet hundreds of talented tattoo artists, discover one-of-a-kind vendors and artisans, and explore the collector's alley packed with Pokemon, trading cards, sports memorabilia, comics, toys, collectibles. Bring the whole family, enjoy free parking, and take in a beautiful venue. Renaissance Resort at World Golf Village. Tickets are available at the door. For event details, schedules, and everything you need to know, visit setattoo.com.
When it comes to orthopedic care, experience matters, and teamwork matters even more. At Orthopedic Specialists of Jacksonville, our fellowship-trained specialists work together to treat a full range of conditions, from knees and shoulders to spine, sports injuries, and joint replacement. You'll be guided by the right specialist for your needs, with coordinated care and personalized treatment plans designed for better outcomes. Smarter care, faster access, trusted expertise. Orthopedic Specialists of Jacksonville.
Hey, Tommy Mack here. Please join us to kick off the Jacksonville Tattoo Convention. Hundreds of tattoo artists, collectible vendors, and more. Helmets and Heels is live at Renaissance Resort, World Golf Village for the Jacksonville Tattoo Convention this Friday from 2 to 4.
Jacksonville homes are selling, but it could take months and a low price, lower than you want to sell. It could. Doesn't have to. Getting top price means aggressive marketing, and Chad and Sandy Newman are the Jacksonville experts who've proven systems that are going to drive demand and sell your home. So if you need to sell now, Chad and Sandy get instant offers. Fast, easy, stress-free. Max price. They're going to aggressively market. And whether you're buying or selling, fast or max, Chad and Sandy have the proven plan guaranteed. How's this for a bottom line? Chad and Sandy guarantee your home sold at an agreed-upon price and deadline, or they'll buy it. No required costly repairs. Pick your move date, agree, and move on. Keith in Atlantic Beach. I wanted to move my parents closer. They needed a lot of help getting their home ready for sale. Finding a new one. Medical issues made things even more challenging. I called Chad and Sandy because I heard their stories on the radio. The Chad and Sandy team, compassionate and professional, and got the job done. My folks' home sold the very first weekend for $1.2 million. Call Chad and Sandy today.
In this age of globalization, we've learned that bigger isn't always better. Ever tried to get phone help from a big corporation? From a real person? Good luck. That is what's so nice about Mike Merritt's Heating and Air. Unlike publicly traded conglomerates with headquarters in faraway cities, Mike Merritt's Heating and Air remains family-owned and operated by Mike, your neighbor. Mike Merritt has delivered hometown service, integrity, and pricing for generations. The big guys incentivize their techs to sell you new equipment. Mike's team emphasizes repair first. We only sell you equipment if your current equipment is worn out and beyond repair. And let's be honest about price. Small operations without much overhead can sometimes lowball your job, but you can't trust just anyone with a truck. They may be here today and gone tomorrow. Mike Merritt has been keeping North Florida cool for more than 3 decades. That's experience and dedication you can count on. Call today or see us on the web.
Florida license number CAC 050384.
Frank Frangie here for my friends at Coyle Fencing. You've heard me talk about our Bragan baseball complex with walk-off charities and we needed a batter's eye. Nobody knew how to do it. Coyle figured it out, and it is great. Since then, Coyle & Sons has completed hundreds of projects, including most recently our football fields at Fort Family Park. The bottom line is they do everything. They do it well. It looks great. I trust Coyle & Sons. You can too. Since 1927, they've been getting it right. CoyleJacks.com, C-O-Y-L-E Jacks.com. That's where you find them. A proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Life is about choices and the decisions you make. I'm David Robbins with Epstein & Robbins. If you're convicted of a DUI, you'll have to face severe consequences. Walking through the doors of the courthouse or appearing at a bond hearing can be extremely intimidating. Without the right lawyer, you're likely to make the wrong decision. Let our team help you make the right decisions in court. Epstein & Robbins, the right choice.
Epstein & Robbins, fighting for your rights since 1975.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
After the party, it's the Waffle House. If you ever been here, you know what I'm talking about. Where people don't dance, all they do is hiss.
All right, back here on the drill. It's the Next Gen Roofing Monday. Should be a good ratings day for the CCBA as Caitlin and the Fever went into Atlanta yesterday and got, I believe, an overtime victory over Reese's Pieces. That will conclude today's WNBA coverage. If you'd like to see or hear more about the WNBA, just turn it on ESPN anytime in the next, 4 years. All right. So I made the trek northward, fully intent on getting a victory. And I remember a time when I was a kid, I got invited. I was like a 14 or 15-year-old in my dad's work group. They had a golf outing, and last minute somebody couldn't go, and so I got the invite. I was the one little, snot-nosed kid that gets dragged along with all the grown-ups and adults, right? So I'm super, excited and nervous about this, how you're going to perform a bit against the grown-ups. And I birdied the first hole, E.T.
Okay, good start.
And then I shot 100. So you can imagine how bad it went after that first hole. That was kind of like the Braves game on Saturday night. Settled into our seats. 1, 2, 3, top of the first. First batter for the Braves, Ronald Acuna Jr. Home run. 1-0, and the crowd goes wild. Scrap for another run in the bottom of the first. 2-0 Atlanta in the first. We birdied the first hole, and then we proceeded to shoot 100. Because the Diamondbacks just poured it on from there. And I will say this, as far as the trip goes, man, a 10 out of 10 on the logistics front. If you've ever made the drive from here to Atlanta and back, you know that the stuff can happen on that I-75. They can turn into some nightmares. I've had some nightmare trips among the dozens that I've made back and forth between Atlanta through the years. This one, man, I got no complaints. I mean, we just went right on schedule, kept a good pace, never had any bad traffic. That was both getting to town and then bebopping around town because they were there for a couple days and did a couple of different things. And so from that standpoint, it all went terrific. The only thing that went wrong was the game on Saturday night. Again, I'm tired of hanging L's, man. I had no luck in that stadium. I've been to that stadium 5 or 6 times now. I got one win. Now it was the World Series. I guess I would trade that one. If you'd have asked me before that World Series, hey, you can get a win tonight, but every time you come back to the stadium, you'll get a loss. I would have taken it right there on the spot. So there is that. And the Braves did respond, quote unquote, and got a win in the series finale. Still lost the series 2-1 to the Diamondbacks. But so I'm in the concourse before the game, E.
Yeah.
We sat in level 2, got the tickets late, but they were good seats down the right field line in level 2. And I'm standing there getting ready to order, I'll just be frank with you, my Modelo. And just kind of standing there waiting. And guy to my left, who's also standing in line, he turns and he looks at me. I kind of see out the corner of my eye, he's kind of doing a double take. I kind of looked at him.
Like he gonna say something.
Goes, "Are you Jeff Prosser?" And I'm like, "Yeah, he must be from Jacksonville." He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "Well, I listen to you every morning. I've got my son here. He's won. It's his second Braves game. I put my money where my mouth is when it comes to the Braves. Here I am." So I wish he introduced his name at the beginning, and then we had the conversation. So I don't remember Guggen's name, but fire me a text on the text line at some point this morning, and I'll call him out by name. But boy, you want to talk about a small world. That's why you better be on your best behavior, ladies and gentlemen.
Right, you never know.
You never know.
I saw something about the Braves. I can't wait to go watch my first Braves game.
Yeah.
I saw something on social media that got me excited. They say the food in Truist Bank is like,
oh, it's good.
Oh man,
Yeah, everything's good.
All
They got a
type
great
of options.
all kinds of options, and it's an awesome ballpark, and the battery outside is terrific. It's a lot of fun, man.
I gotta slide.
It's a lot of fun. So, anyway, so the story goes on. So I see the guy, and it was awesome. It was a small world, right? And then he goes, we go our separate ways, and he left a little before me, and I make my way to my seat. We're in a row, and I'm talking to my dad and my kids, and the little man's with us, and we're shooting around. And then I noticed that the dude is literally sitting 2 rows in front of us. Him and his 1-year-old. And he had told me he was up there visiting. His parents lived in Alpharetta or Marietta or some Etta up there. So he's probably from Georgia, and I've got another context clue in just a second on that. So he's sitting a couple rows in front of me, and I'm telling him, hey, man, I just ran into a guy from Jacksonville. And at that point, he doesn't know we're behind him at this point. And at that point, I can see him holding up to his dad or my 1010XL publicity photo. So anyway, and then there's this recognition that we're sitting behind a couple, maybe an inning later, and his dad, is a sports fan. He obviously turns up and he stands around, and this is where the Georgia context clue. He says, because my son talks about you all the time. He listens to you guys all the time. He goes, says you talk too much Gators. Because he's probably a Georgia fan.
Bulldog, yeah.
Right? And you know what? And I just looked at them both, and I said, well, you know what? A lot of people say I talk too much Braves. Where are you sitting right now, right? So there you go. Fun running into a Guggen. You never know where you will, man. That's for sure. I got one of all the games in all the seats. I got Guggen family, two rows in front of me, and they, like I, went home disappointed. Look, the story of the weekend in baseball is the Milwaukee Brewers and what they continue to do. They went out to L.A., won 3 out of 4. The Dodgers, I think, have lost 4 series now in August, which is unheard of. Dave Roberts, their manager, hadn't had to go to the microphone, the podium, and call out his team very often, but he got a little brutal after a 6-2 loss to the Brewers yesterday. This tiebreaker in the race for home field advantage could matter. It especially matter if it's the Brewers or the Braves. It will be more advantageous. The Dodgers, you feel like, could go whatever path they have to if they have to. But if you could keep them from having home field advantage throughout the playoffs, that would be good. And after taking 3 out of 4 in L.A., their lead over the Dodgers is now 3 games. And the Braves are 2.5 back in that race for the top there in the National League. And by the way, the Cubs are also still in it, but the Cardinals were mean to them this weekend. And that, ladies and gentlemen, but anyway, first let me tell you what Robert said. He said this after the game. Again, it's pretty strong words for back-to-back champions. I say this because it's been 4 or 5 or 6 weeks of below-average production for our offense. It's just the truth. I think we haven't played clean baseball for quite some time, and that speaks to the defense. LA is 5-11 in its past 16 games. They've been swept by the Red Sox and Cubs. They lost the series to the Diamondbacks, and now the Brewers in that span. They may have lost 2 out of 3. Did they play on Friday as well? It was either 2 out of 3 or 3 out of 4. Since July 1st, the back-to-back world champions are 18-21. So, we're going on almost a full 2 months of playing sub-500 baseball. Of course, they have had injuries, especially to the pitching staff. Skubal was on the mound yesterday. He didn't pitch terrible, but they lost the game. They lost his start. They'll be fine when it gets down to matter. They had a chance to come back yesterday. They were down 4-2 in the 8th, and they got runners on first and second with 1 out, and Shohei was at the plate, and he grounded into a double play. And so that did it for the Dodgers' chances yesterday. And again, more impressive, I think, for the Brewers and winning yesterday and winning the series than it is, say, depressing for the Dodgers, who are going to be fine, whether they're the 1, 2, or the 3 seed. But again, if you're Atlanta or Milwaukee, you want to be the 1 and the 2. You want to be the 1, and if you're not the 1, you want the 2, because the 1 and 2 both get a bye in that first round, and it gives you a chance to get rested up and play better. Although when you're, there have been years where you're a Braves fan, where you're bemoaned, well, maybe the rust. Maybe we should go the wild card round, and then you lose to a back-to-back wild card series. And, yeah, I don't like that way either. The Shazam Spotlight came from the baseball world this weekend. I mentioned the Cardinals beat up on the Cubs this weekend. And Saturday, we saw something in Major League Baseball that we've never seen. The Shazam Spotlight brought to you by ShazamAuto.com, the Murray Ford Superstore, Stark and Kingsland. Take that short drive and save on these big city prices. You will love the customer service and down-home attitude that you're used to here in Jacksonville, FLA. The Cardinals have a young prospect named Joshua Baez. And he's a big-time prospect. Made his Major League debut on Saturday. And in his Major League debut, his first at-bat as a major, hit a home run. That's not the Shazam Spotlight. In his second at-bat as a major leaguer, hit another home run. Dude debuted back-to-back home runs in his first two at-bats, and that's still not today's Shazam Spotlight. He came up for the third time in his first game as a major leaguer and homered again. The only player in Major League history to hit a home run in his first three at-bats in Major League Baseball. Shazam. There had only been two players who homered the first two times in their Major League debut. One was way back in the early 1900s. The other happened in like year 2000, and both are players that you would not recognize the name if I told you. And by the way, overall for the debut, not only did he hit the three home runs, which, by the way, is enough. 3 for 4, 3 home runs, 5 RBIs. Welcome to the big league, son. Welcome to the bigs.
Wonder if, I'm sure it wasn't first swing, boom, home run, then up the plate, the next plate, first swing out the park, or did it take a couple of?
It probably took some pitches.
Oh,
I
man, that would have been awesome.
I haven't looked at the play-by-play, the pitch-by-pitch count, but it was funny. The Braves played that. That was an afternoon game on Saturday, and we were just hanging out by the pool. Me and the boys and the Wampus and my dad, and just and like, oh, this guy Baez homered in his debut, and well, man, he did it again. And then we're already starting to say, imagine if he did a third one. And then sure as sugar, about 45 minutes later, are you going to believe this? This guy hit another one. So back-to-back home runs to start your career. Oof. Nowhere but down from here, kid. That's the Shazam Spotlight. We're back with a football fix on a Next Gen Roofing Monday.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
This is your VSIN Action Update, brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. When you're stuck, call the Duck. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jaguars with a win over the New Orleans Saints, 24-20 at New Orleans in Week 1 of the NFL preseason. Jaguars at Everbank Stadium Friday, laying 2.5 points against the Panthers, 39.5. The total. Carolina coming off a 29-14 loss at Buffalo. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers on Saturday hosting the Chiefs as a 1.5 underdog, 36.5. The total. The Braves today laying $1.27 at the Minnesota Twins plus 105. 8.5 over at Target Field in Minneapolis. Tampa Bay Rays at $1.63 home favorite against the Baltimore Orioles. Progressive helping veterans drive their lives forward. More info, keysofprogress.com. With your action update, Mike Sennett, 1010XL.
It's funny. Most of us don't think about our water heater until it's too late. So here's a little bonus from our friends at Duck Duck Rooter. During August, when you schedule any plumbing service, they'll include a free water heater inspection while they're already at your home. No pressure, no gimmicks, just honest advice from a company that's built its reputation on doing things the right way. That's the Duck Duck standard. When you're stuck, call Duck Duck Rooter, 904-862-6769 or duckduckrooter.com.
If you're getting estimates for replacement windows, do yourself a favor. Get one more. Prosser here. I did, and I was blown away. Cash Building Materials' local team is so experienced, and they know exactly what works for Jacksonville homes at a surprising price. You owe it to yourself to see what they can do before making a decision. Before you buy windows or doors, get a cash quote. Search Cash Building Material. Cash Building Material. Windows and doors done right.
Hey friends, Jason Parker here with Performance Painting. Have you ever stored a gallon of leftover paint, opened the can years later, and it's rusty, crusty, and unusable? Next time, secure the lid tightly to ensure no leaks and store the can upside down. Oxygen can't get to it, therefore no rust and no crust. If you'd like more tips or have a question about a project, we'd love to help. Go to performance-painting.com. Performance Painting. Prepare, protect, preserve.
Performance Painting. When you're hungry, go big, and more importantly, go to Dailies, where they got anything and everything to tantalize your taste buds and fill you up. At Dailies, our barbecue beef brisket sandwich is slow smoked to perfection, tender, juicy, and full of bold flavor. It's the kind of sandwich that truly satisfies. Try the barbecue brisket sandwich at Dailies. Meanwhile, some favorites never go out of style. The Duval sub at Dailies is stacked, loaded, and made with the bold flavor you want in every bite. Fresh ingredients, big taste. It's a local favorite. Grab the Duval sub today at Dailies. Or maybe you just want a delicious chicken sandwich. Some choices just work. The chicken sandwich at Dailies is crispy on the outside, it's juicy on the inside, and it is full of flavor. Perfect for lunch, perfect for dinner, perfect anytime hunger hits. So grab the chicken sandwich today at Dailies. Dailies is made fresh, it's made local, and Dailies is built for big appetites. I'll see you there today.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay and Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
I've worked with a lot of advertisers over the years, and you learn pretty quickly which ones are selling something and which ones actually care what happens after the sale. I'm Greg Gajewski, and when Awaken 180 first came to 1010XL, it started with Mike Dempsey, then Matt Hayes. From that first call, they wanted to understand our audience, not just buy a schedule. I talked with Paige, learned how the program worked, and at one point said, we got a guy, hacker, that could really use this. And her answer was immediate, let's help him. That's their entire mission. That's always been their answer. No revolving door, no corporate runaround. Paige never franchised Awaken 180 because she wants every coach, client, and endorser to feel supported. I saw that as a business partner, and then I experienced it myself. I went on the program and lost 50 pounds. That's why I endorse Awaken 180, not just because they're a 1010XL client, but because they care about people, and you feel it every day. Awaken180weightloss.com. Awaken180weightloss.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
I just, you try with the Googans. How much baseball did we talk so far in the 6 o'clock hour? About what, 3 minutes, 4 minutes?
About
maybe?
4 minutes.
Yeah, maybe at the most. So there's your answer to the text line. I won't read your text, but that shows just how incredibly inaccurate and ridiculous your text is. I don't know what to tell you, I don't know what to tell you. Fire up the band. We got a football fix. This goes through some of the news and notes and analysis from the weekend that was in the preseason. Look, it's certainly more important for certain players and teams. Here in Jacksonville, suddenly we have an established team. We can sit 23 or 4 purported starters, not including offensive linemen that are injured, Macari and Little and Cole Van Lanen, obviously. So, the Jaguars went to New Orleans and didn't play like 30 guys. So before I get into any ins and outs on the Jags preseason opener, if you're going to tell me before I read the first report or watch the first highlight, never mind watching the full game, which I came back and did, I don't need to know anything else. Hold on, we didn't play 30 guys. We didn't play all the starters, and they won. That's good. That's enough for me. To practice the situation, and next. But there are other places and situations, especially when it comes to some of these rookie quarterbacks, where the preseason matters a little bit more, it seems like, that you can take a real good look at what the starting point is for some of these guys. And so to that end, we saw some rookie quarterbacks have pretty good debuts. We also saw some vets move. We saw some injuries. So let's get to a bunch of it. All right. We talked about Fernando Mendoza when he played on Thursday, and he came in and he looked sharp. We talked about Drew Aller, that he came in and he looked sharp. So rookie quarterbacks getting their first opportunities. We already saw, Carson Beck flash a little bit when he got his start. The Rams' selection of Ty Simpson, though, is the one that I like to focus in on because they were dang near lampooned for taking Ty Simpson. What was it, like the 12th or 13th pick in the draft?
I think it was like 12.
Yeah, guy, look at Sean McVay. He didn't even know. He didn't want him, this, that. And I know it's just a preseason game, but does it mean anything more that he went 21 of 25 for 190 yards and 2 touchdowns and no picks? I know it's a preseason game. I know they're facing the Chiefs backups, but it's certainly 21 of 25 for 192 touchdowns and no interceptions. It's certainly, at least on first glance here, it certainly looks like the Rams know a whole hell of a lot more about football than any of us do. At least to the point that it doesn't look like a ridiculously stupid pick. They have a 37-year-old quarterback, and regardless of what we saw from Ty Simpson or Alabama or what we think, they're the guys that are going to have to answer for the decision. And when it comes to initial results, couldn't ask for much more from Ty Simpson's first game. So, yeah, a bunch of rookie quarterbacks playing pretty good. This is a kind of a nice little deal for the Cowboys. Von Miller, 1 year as a vet pass rusher. He went to Washington last year and was supposed to play more of a reserve role than he actually ended up playing. He had 9 sacks, I think, for Washington last year. He's going to his 15th year, has more sacks than any other active player, 138 and a half. He's tied with somebody that he will pass with his first sack this year into like 8th all time. Is that right? I don't want to speak out of place. The sack totals have been variable because they didn't really start the official sack stat until, what was it, maybe the 70s? Maybe even later than maybe the 80s when they started actually tracking stats. Just the kind of news that the Cardinals don't need.
He's tied right now with DeMarcus Ware with 138 and a half. He gets a half a sack. He ties Terrell Suggs.
And would that be number 8 all time? Is it listed?
It's 1, 2, 3.
At least in the moderns?
7, 8 all time.
Yeah, so I was right. It would be 8. But there are guys that had more than that they're kind of going back and giving them credit for. I don't know if it's unofficial, but like the Claude Humphreys and Deacon Jones. There's been a number of those older school guys that they kind of went back and looked at the game film or the game film or the play-by-play and gave them sacks that weren't officially.
That's one of those stats that may not ever be broken also. Bruce Smith with 200 sacks.
200.
That may not ever get touched.
That's a bunch, man.
And
our young buck, Tony Baselli, threw that man around the field in Buffalo. And when Bruce Smith was in his prime, Baselli threw him around like a Pop Warner player. Yeah, but back to the Cardinals, just the news they don't need. Rookie running back Jeremiah Love, high ankle sprain. Unlikely to play the rest of the preseason. And you know how those high ankle sprains are, man. So they invested an awful high draft pick in the running back position. They also signed Tyler Algier from the Falcons this offseason, so I guess he's promoted to the number 1 role. They have James Conner, who's been a very good back for a long time, but he's coming off of an injury himself.
Whenever he suffered that high ankle sprain, Jeff, it was like 28 seconds left in the second quarter.
There you go. I mean, there's the argument against, playing these guys. All right, we have other injury news. The Vikings look like they've lost Jamal Adams for the season due to a knee injury. We were surprised at how young Jamal Adams still was, relatively. Right. And just signed with the Vikings, right, within the last, month or so?
Uh-huh.
What is going on with this performative work in L.A. where Aaron Donald works out for the Rams for a second time? you know what? We kind of like what we see, Arnold. If you could just come back in a week and show us what you got. So I don't know why it's positioned as a quote workout for the Rams, but we'll see. The Colts are hinting that they're going to keep Anthony Richardson. We had this conversation last week after Richardson put up decent stats, but he also had a couple of turnovers in the Colts preseason opener. His future certainly looks unclear, but signs are now pointing to him remaining with the Colts. Assistant GM Ed Dodds said yesterday Richardson will remain in Indianapolis because the Colts intend to prioritize quarterback depth. Asked how he viewed the idea of trading Anthony Richardson, Dodd says, I think you take care of your own team first. So we shall see. Daniel Jones has worked himself into the starter there. Not exactly the most trustworthy of those veterans who have starting roles to start the season, but we shall see. It could be a smokescreen as well. They have Riley Leonard is there as backup. We saw him in Jacksonville after the Jags knocked Daniel Jones out on that Sunday. We got more NFL talk. There was other cool things that happened around the league, other players that are flashing, other injuries that we'll be noting as we move along. You are listening to The Drill, and that's a Football Fix. It's brought to you by Mandy at the Bowers Agency. Mandy and her dream team at the Bowers Agency give you the assurance that maybe not all insurance agents give. So trust my friend Mandy at the Bowers Agency and her crack staff, the dream team, and the home course, the Jointed Creek Golf Club. Best value in golf. Find out for yourself and call the Jointed Creek Golf Club today.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
This is Duval. And this is my town. This is home. Our town. 1010XL. There's no place like home.
Yeah, this is my town.
Credit card interest rates are now over 29%. Most people are only making the minimum payments, so they're getting nowhere. Hey, Prosser here, but here's what many homeowners don't realize. Using the equity in your home, you can easily access hundreds of thousands in cash. With Loan Pronto's Rapid Equity Loan, you can pay off your credit cards, your existing HELOC, your car loans, or get money for that home improvement project. One client just got $100,000 approved and saved over $1,500 a month. Here's the best part. With Loan Pronto, you can do it all from your phone. With zero out-of-pocket, no hard credit pull up front, no appraisal, no long drawn-out bank process, and no touching your first mortgage. Rates are at a near 3-year low. Act now. Go to loanpronto.com. See how much you can get in about 60 seconds. Loan Pronto, 2,800 5-star Google reviews. Call 904-999-1508 or go to loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781, NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
Get ready for an unforgettable night of classic rock with Starship featuring Mickey Thomas. The unmistakable voice of Mickey Thomas and Starship with special guest John Cafferty and the Beaver Brown Band. Sunday, August 23rd at Florida Theater. An evening packed with songs you know and love from 2 legendary acts. Get your tickets now at floridatheater.com.
I'm Tom McManus, and after each training camp practice, you'll get my instant reaction with everything I saw from the Miller Electric Center. Get my observations from the practice field, served up by No Way Jose Mexican Bar and Grill, and only on the 1010XL social channels.
Florida weather is tough on roofs, so Endless Summer Roofing installs fortified roofs, built for stronger wind protection and impact resistance. Better yet, you may qualify for insurance discounts. Endless Summer Roofing, built fortified, built for Florida.
The flagship station of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Bueller. Stay cooler with Bueller.
Hey, what's bothering you, pal?
You know me, Jason. I'm a by-the-book kind of guy.
Oh, I know.
I drive the speed limit. I take my vitamins.
Sort your socks alphabetically by color.
Blue comes before brown, Jason. We aren't heathens.
But something's got you bothered.
It's not you, Jason, but there are some other companies in your business that have people pretty upset for doing things, you know, a little sketchy.
I know.
And when people get scammed, well, it looks bad on you, too.
So let me make things better for everyone. Here, put on these sunglasses. Whoa. If you're worried you called the wrong company and might be paying too much or getting work done you really don't need, call us for a free second opinion.
For free? Just to make people feel better?
Life can get pretty expensive sometimes. If you worry about spending money you don't really need to, you could miss it.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
Prosser here. You want to know 3 words you can live by? Job well done. Want to know 3 more? Custom tree surgeons. Those 2 go hand in hand. When summer storms come crashing through or hurricane winds start to blow, Custom Tree Surgeons is always on standby, doing it better than everyone else. No job too big or too small, and always job well done. With Custom Tree Surgeons, call Custom Tree Surgeons or visit them at CustomTreeSurgeons.com.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by TopDressing.com. Liam Cohen highlighted his defense in the preseason win over the Saints.
Thought our defense kind of played pretty well. Proud of the guys in their response, especially in the run game.
ESPN's giving Jaden Bob big respect, naming the Florida Star a first-team preseason All-American after a top 3 SEC rushing season. At your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, I'm Sam Nelson.
Currently, it's 7:01 and it's 79 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller. Stay tuned because the Dan Hicken arrival and more is coming up next, right here on 1010XL at 92.5 FM.
XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
You know it! Yes, sir! Woo! Can't stop addicted to the shindig. Chop, chop, it says I'm let's go! Choose not to like no case of the moon days around here.
All right, we're rev.
Can't go 23-0 unless you win the first one.
You got to win them all.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. A thrilling preseason came down to the final play. And Jabbar Muhammad, who had a tough day at the office, comes up big with Liam Cohen running down the sideline trying to get a TO. Oh, it had everything you could want in a preseason tilt. Unbelievable.
We said
back and forth.
We said how much it...
A grit, a comeback, a second half unlike any other.
It's exciting.
These guys were not going to be denied.
I missed the thrill of seeing it live, I guess. It didn't quite grab me like it did you watching it on tape.
Oh, Saturday afternoon, a lot of yelling at the Hicken house.
Sure.
Woo!
Exciting. Yeah, like I said, when you don't play 30 guys, I don't need to know anything about the game, and you won. All right, that's enough for me.
Got a few issues, got a few positives, in the game, I thought, you're going to need
we need a backup quarterback. If there's any, if it's any significant time. Now, I mean, ask the Broncos, you lose your starter, you're probably not going to go where you want to go anyway, but Mullins looks like he's kind of getting older and
he didn't look great.
Not as good.
3 of 7 for 33 yards. Carter Bradley's got an arm. He's got a hose. He had the game-winning touchdown pass in the Pena kid's hands, and he dropped it, but he made up for it by catching the long one from Joey Aguilar. So down the sidelines, but offensive line needs to get healthy. Obviously,
yeah. What do you make of that?
It's hard to say. We're down but the guys I haven't heard of much really struggled. So
yeah, Abdullah was the only one of the guys we mentioned that we saw. I think Ransall had 1 tackle, but it was pretty invisible. But
Yasir Abdullah, he came out of nowhere, made 2 special teams play. And then
he probably is more ingrained than we give him credit for. He's a special teams guy, so I think that night probably helped him if he's
for sure.
They've got roster bubbles that the coach has.
Yeah, BJ Green and Strigo and the Wesley Williams kid caused a fall. I mean, so they all had Not they all, but
They
makes you feel
did
better
well
about
enough.
the again,
The defensive side.
Once you get the starters out there, then you'll
Correct.
start to get a feel. They got a big week this week, a joint practice with Carolina, and
Coming
then
up
a
on
game
Wednesday.
Friday night at the bank. So back at it right away. They had yesterday off, and then back to work today. So a lot to clean up, a lot to do. If we're going to see Trevor Lawrence and crew, we'll see him this Friday.
I would think.
We won't see him in the last one.
I wouldn't think.
And so that kind of usually how it plays out. So, but yeah, listen, they played a terrible first half. I mean, we got an opening kickoff. We got
the pick.
We
They
got
drove
a
it down the
touchdown.
field.
We got what is happening here? And then fell back 20-6. And you know what? Came out, established themselves, had a nice drive, scored 18 unanswered points. Is what it is.
It kind of feels like, without being at either in person, but it feels like the personality of the game was kind of like the personality of the joint practice. A slow start, and then they kind of got things going, and made enough plays to feel okay about it.
Yeah. So, lot to do, a lot of work to do, and they'll go forward, and we'll see what they can do. Our Dream Finders Homes poll question of the day, brought to you by our friends at Dream Finders Homes, the official home builder of, for this purpose, the Jacksonville Jaguars, but also the Gators, the PGA Tour, Tampa Bay Rays, MILB.
Your Rays had a little hard time this weekend.
They did. Lost 3 to the O's. Pete got them. Go to drewfindershomes.com. Check out all the different homes that they build. Custom homes, townhomes, beautiful homes. Interest rates fixed. First-time homeowners, they'll help you. I think they build in like 15 different locations.
15 of them things?
Oh, just like in 6 games. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games, 15 touchdowns, 1 pick. Who should be the Jags' backup quarterback this year? Is it Carter Bradley? Is it Nick Mullins? Is it Joey Aguilar? Or is it not on the roster now? Who should be the Jags' backup quarterback?
I mean, to each his own. If it were me, I think the answer, he's not on the roster now, is probably not in play. I think they're going to go with Mullins. I think that'll be the plan. They'll go with him, and then one of those two will, be on the practice squad, if not both. But I would like it to be someone who's not on the roster. But that's only, if it's. What are you going to get, bro? I guess there's that. You're going to go get another Nick Mullins. You're going to get a veteran who's not been able to thrive or maintain a starter's job somewhere. And, that's kind of what Mullins is. His overall career record's not terrible. He's about an 88 passer rating. He's more touchdowns than picks. But
what say you?
Man, that backup quarterback situation is looking real suspect. It got it. Like Jeff said, it has to be on this roster. It's too late for the person not to be. It's probably going to be Nick Mullins.
Only 5% say Nick Mullins. 20% say Carter Bradley. 9% say Joey Aguilar. Not on the roster now. 65.2.
I get the mentality, the reality of that's probably a little bit different.
Yeah.
Because if you're the Jags, you're not going to go find some young, inexperienced. You've got those guys.
Because that person they could be thrown in the fire at any point. Can't be somebody right off the street.
Right. AP poll comes out today. So
do they have do the
another
AP
step closer to football?
Do the members of the AP poll, do they have to submit their question to Coach Summerall before it actually gets released later today? Or
why is that?
Like the scrimmage?
Oh. Well, they weren't at the scrimmage. Is that
Bro, no, you don't. Yeah. Summerall, no, there were 6 invited members of the media at the scrimmage who weren't allowed to report on the scrimmage till after they asked their questions in the press conference later today.
Yeah, it's dumb.
That's dumb, yeah.
These 2025 preseason top 25 teams all finished last year unranked. So these teams were in the preseason poll. So don't get too carried away.
Last year. So we did the same thing with the coaches. They blew it too.
Penn State was 2, Clemson was 4, LSU was 9, Arizona State 11, Illinois 12, South Carolina 13, Florida 15, SMU 16, K-State, Iowa State, Tennessee, Boise State, all in the preseason.
That is another
25.
reminder of the abject failure and pain that Florida was 15th when the season started. Makes it even worse. You forget that. He got him so bad so fast, you forget where they started.
12 of them in all. 12 of them in all. We have a terrible tragedy this morning to pass along. Did you see little Hayden Pantier passed away?
Yeah.
She's 36 years old,
I
man.
know it's got a sports tie. She was married to one of those, or was engaged to one of those Klitschko brothers.
They have a child together.
Yeah. She's battled issues, so I would suspect that would be among the causes. She had 36.
Childhood
you don't
actors,
die.
man.
Yeah.
Just sad situation, man. She'll always be. She's the cute little girl. Remember the Titans who called her daddy Coach.
Yeah.
That's to me. That's the one. I didn't watch the.
No.
They said something like some show, Heroes.
Yeah, she was on that, and then she was on.
I didn't know
another
much,
more recent.
Yeah,
one,
I didn't know many
Western
of her. Nashville.
Nashville.
She was in Nashville, which I didn't also.
I don't watch it. I don't. I just know who she is because of the Klitschko thing. I know the name. I know that she's a big enough girl that I know the name, but I didn't watch any of those shows she was in. And remember the time she was a little girl, wasn't she?
Yeah, she's a little 10-year-old girl.
So yeah, that was we
you know
lost.
what I'm talking about, E?
Yeah, the coach's daughter, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We lost
Little
one from
blonde hair girl, pigtails. Yeah.
We lost a couple from the sports world. Tommy John is the big one, and it almost feels like we don't need the obit as much because we talked about last week. He was kind of at the end. It's a shame he's not in the Hall of Fame. That's glossed over. No one's mentioning that. All they want to talk about is the arm surgery. Guy won 288 games.
Yeah.
It's just silly that he's not in. And of course
100%.
these buffoons that masquerade as voters will put him in 3 years after he's dead. Make it make sense. And then we lost it. Listen, if you're a fan of SEC basketball, then you certainly know the Dean family. Joe Dean Sr. was a longtime announcer. Joe Dean Jr. died this weekend. He was only like 71 years old. And so string music for that family. And he kind of took over. Joe Dean Jr. was a player at Kentucky. He played for Joe B. Hall, I think. Was an assistant at Kentucky at one point, but he best known for primarily SEC basketball.
I got another, it's fantasy football draft time of the year, so I got another punishment that was pretty good, I thought. After losing his league, dude had to dress up as the very hungry caterpillar and eat every food the caterpillar eats in the book.
Oh, no. I don't know the book, but what's in it? Do you know the bookie?
I don't know.
I remember reading as a kid.
I don't even remember that.
No.
Yeah, that one. I didn't even read that one to my kids. I've not seen that one. Typically, a child's book, when you get to like stage 3, you've been a child, a parent, something.
On Monday, he ate 1 apple. On Tuesday, 2 pears. On Wednesday, 3 plums. On Thursday, 4 strawberries. On Friday, 5 oranges. But on Saturday, chocolate cake, ice cream cone, pickle, Swiss cheese, salami, lollipop, cherry pie, sausage, cupcake, and watermelon. And then Sunday, 1 nice green leaf.
Buddy, I'll put that on my board right now. That sounds like fun.
Very hungry caterpillar.
Yeah, I would like to go ahead and nominate myself for a potential wheel spin when it comes that I can do the hungry caterpillar. Yeah, I'll just do that one sight unseen.
No.
It's easy, and then what they think is the hard day. That sounds delicious to me. What was the Saturday again?
Chocolate cake, ice cream cone, pickle, Swiss cheese, salami, lollipop, cherry pie, sausage, cupcake, and watermelon.
Yes, I'm in, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That feels like a prize. Shame on that fantasy fun. You got to come up with something better, more painful than that.
I'll sit there and watch you eat all that.
Yeah. Okay.
With an upset tummy.
Okay.
You could probably Rolf if you do that.
Well, you got the day, right? It's not like a sitting.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what the parameters are with the very hungry caterpillar. It made me chuckle though. It made me chuckle out loud when I saw that. So we shall see. But the Jags take off. They get a victory, and then they're back home today on the practice fields. A few practices left this week. Then you got next week, and then you have that weird. The NFL's weird about this, like almost like a 2.5 week respite before the season starts.
Yeah, I was kind of confused. I thought it would have started the 7th or whatever that Monday is, but
they
it's
keep
the next
pushing
week.
it back and pushing it back into the February, and you know, the Super Bowl this year is on Valentine's Day.
Last year was the week before, right?
Yeah, Valentine's Day. That's mid-Feb.
Right.
Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah,
I don't like the start. I like the Labor Day start. But
if you ain't getting a Labor Day start.
No, I know. I'm just saying that.
Now,
I'd rather push it into February because you hate to see it leave.
I wonder what they do when they go to 18 games. And what do we have? Do we have 2 buys now still?
Mm-mm.
No,
or
just
one
one
bye?
bye.
One bye? You'll have
two preseason games.
I bet you they'll go
You'll
back.
have 2 buys too.
I think they'll go back to the Labor Day start. I bet the Labor Day weekend and throw in a second bye, and that would leave the Super Bowl in mid-February.
Yeah,
that'd be my guess. But
sounds about right.
Yeah,
I got a football question for y'all. We could ask maybe in the 10-minute drill, but I got an interesting football question for y'all. Something that D-Rock said. I need to know what y'all feel about that.
Okay. Well, we can do that coming up. We're just getting started. Lots of sports happening this weekend. Lots of things going on. Lots of small, different things. One of the great, I guess, sports streaks came to an end this weekend. And obviously, it's not talked about much. You know, you have to think about it. But some other stuff as well. We'll talk about in the 10-minute drill. That and more coming up here on a Monday on The Drill.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Intelligent sports talk with an attitude.
She loved
Cole.
Hey, sorry.
That is awful. It's at Jack's Beach at J1A.
You got me.
1010XL.
I did mumble one word.
Hey, Jacksonville lawns fighting sandy soil, regular watering and mowing just aren't enough. Hicken here, topdressing.com. They'll fix the real problem. Their Crew Core aerates your yard and then spreads a custom organic biocompost blend that rebuilds the soil. I can call it custom organic biocompost blend. I can call it secret sauce. Whatever I call it, I'll tell you what, it works. Feeds the roots and grows thicker, greener grass from the ground up. It's been a summer of green at the Hicken household. Man, the grass has never looked better, and I appreciate topdressing.com. It's the professional way to rescue your lawn. You can do like I did. Give a call, 888-850-1850. That's 888-850-1850. You can always visit topdressing.com. That's topdressing.com.
Jacksonville's been wonderful to Beards and my family.
Meet John and Vin Lupo, first and second generation owners at Beards Diamonds.
We're always looking to make the shopping experience better for the consumer and grow with Jacksonville.
We're here to do whatever we can to make people happy. We want them to feel comfortable with their purchase.
Beards Diamonds, not another corporate chain jewelry store. A Jacksonville original with non-commissioned experts to guide you, educate you, and help you celebrate those milestones.
We get to be with people in the most important decisions in their life. So it's a wonderful feeling at the end of the day.
So if you're getting engaged, celebrating a special anniversary, or looking for that perfect gift, relax and enjoy the experience at Beards, knowing you are guaranteed the best price, the best value, the best warranties, and the best experience in the jewelry industry.
There's no competition that we can't compete with or beat.
Beards Diamonds, happy to be here for 45 years and counting. In the St. John's Town Center and online at beardsdiamonds.com.
Hey, Florida homeowners. Are your electric bills through the roof? Your old windows and doors could be the problem. Renewal by Andersen offers superior energy-efficient solutions. For a limited time, buy 4 windows and doors, get the 5th free, plus 12-month special financing. Don't let another hot Florida summer drive up your energy bills. Upgrade your home's comfort, beauty, and energy efficiency with Renewal by Andersen. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation. Restrictions apply. License number CGC 1527613.
Don't miss the Bari Breakdown with Dr. George Bari on XL Primetime, Wednesdays around 1:35 for the latest in sports injuries from all the big names in the game. Who's MIA, who's coming back? Dr. George Bari on XL Primetime, Wednesdays at 1:35 on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
Hey folks, Mike Dempsey here for Dandy Foods, a Jacksonville family business for nearly 70 years. Heck, I've been talking about them for over a decade. The Thompson family's secret, Dandy is never frozen. Always fresh baked bread with quality meats and cheeses, no dry, crumbly subs here, only soft and tasty deliciousness. When I see that logo with the little guy with the cane on the label, it tells me I'm getting a trusted brand and a quality sandwich. So do what I do, stop in at a Circle K and make yours a Dandy today.
When you need a mechanic you can trust, visit AA Automotive on Richard Street. From oil changes to complex repairs, AA Automotive is a full-service repair shop for personal and commercial fleet vehicles. Trust AA to keep your ride running A-OK.
You know that little voice in your head that says, I really should do something about that septic system? If your yard's getting soggy, things aren't draining like they used to, or you've caught a smell that definitely wasn't there before, don't wait until it becomes an emergency. This month, save $500 on a new septic system installation from Duck Duck Rooter. As the only master septic contractor in Northeast Florida, Duck Duck Rooter will handle the whole job from permits to final inspection, and you know the work is done right. So when you're stuck, call Duck Duck Rooter, 904-862-6769 or duckduckrooter.com. Financing is available.
Picking here, or maybe you should call me Dreamfinders Danny. Look what Dreamfinders is doing again, an amazing 4.99% fixed interest rate. Now's your chance to lock down the rate and get in the game. You heard me right, a 4.99 fixed interest rate on select move-in ready homes. Visit dreamfindershomes.com for sales event information and get in the game. Interest rate available on select move-in ready homes. Restrictions and limitations apply. Go to dreamfindershomes.com for more details.
Hey, soccer fans, Sporting Jacks is giving away a new Honda Accord Saturday, 8:15. Sporting Jacks men take on Indy 11 at 7 on Hodges Field at UNF. Just be there. Someone will win a new car from Honda at the Avenues and Sporting Jacks. Visit sportingjacks.com today.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch. And now, let's light up the Firehouse Subs 10-minute drill.
Hit it!
Yeah. We got sports concepts and rationalizations. We call it the 10-minute drill. At the end of the drill, we like to hand out a prize pack. E says it's razzle-dazzle. E, what are we dazzling them with today?
Live at the Florida Theater, it's Starship featuring Mickey Thomas. This Sunday, August 23rd, special guest John McCafferty and the Beaver Brown Band.
Oh,
yeah, it's going down.
It's going down.
This Sunday, August 23rd, one lucky winner can win a pair of those tickets at the end of the 10-minute drill.
Wonderful.
The Beaver Brown Band is still a thing. They'd be the Beaver Gray Band by now, buddy.
14 years, 5,125 days, 13 straight international titles. Katie Ledecky was finally beaten in one of her events.
She's a swimmer?
Yes.
Is she the backstroker, Ledecky?
No, she's a long freestyler.
Okay.
Does
Did she get beaten? Because she's the one who, by the way, didn't just win, but she won like 2 lengths of the pool in some of those long distance ones.
In her prime.
Did she lose to like a little 15-year-old? Is that what we got coming?
I don't know. I just saw that she got beat, and it's a big deal in, I guess, the swim world.
As it should be.
Australian Lanny Pallister in the 800-meter, first ever international defeat in her signature event.
Well, and that means that this girl will be the next star. You don't beat that person unless you're next, right?
We're talking 14 years she dominated.
Right, and again, this isn't like one of her, generational rivals, whoever they are.
Right.
It wasn't one of them that suddenly stepped up and beat her. So I would imagine that this is set the scene for the next Olympics.
Well, the interesting thing is Ledecky only lost to her by, and this is a lot in swimming, a 1 second, 1.16 seconds.
It's less than by the 800 meters. That's a long race.
And she said, that was Ledecky had her season best, so she wasn't that disappointed. But yeah, Katie Ledecky is.
Well, that also speaks well for the young prospect that Ledecky had her season best and she was still able to win, right? It didn't take some fall off.
Yeah. Ledecky took the silver in her season best, my best swim of the week, so I'm actually pretty happy with it. Ledecky's a 4-time Olympic champion. It's kind of like, who was it? Was it Edwin Moses never would lose in the hurdles? Was he the one who had like a 10-year, 15-year streak of winning the one hurdle event?
That sounds right.
Kind of something like that. In sports, I mean, and again, when you dominate an event, it doesn't matter what the event is, and you win by a lot all the time, it's
Edwin Moses, ET, used to run back in the day before like the sports goggles were a big thing. He would run with just like, I remember Edwin Moses running with just like gold rim glasses, right, Hick? Didn't Edwin Moses run with specs on?
Edwin Moses won 122 consecutive 400-meter hurdles over a span of 9 years, 9 months, and 9 days.
Dang.
So, yeah.
One had wheels.
Yes. So, pretty good stuff. And nobody remembers the guy who beat him, by the way. I don't think. Do you?
I don't.
Yeah, I don't either.
Yeah, there he is in those aviators, man. He's just running in aviators. Sometimes they were sunglasses. Sometimes they were just.
But you can add 5 years to Edwin Moses' streak for Katie Ledecky. She held it. She didn't lose that race in 14 years. So anyway, I think it's a big deal when something like that occurs, and no matter the sport. Around the NFL,
I got something for y'all around the NFL, boys.
What you got,
I
my
need
man?
y'all's sports expertise on this.
Please.
ESPN's beat writer Michael DeRocco.
Yes, I'm not familiar with him.
Well,
Danny Harris beat Edwin Moses.
Danny Harris, he sure
Danny
did.
Harris. Never heard of him. He's an American, though.
Michael DeRocco believes that Parker Washington has been the favorite target for quarterback Trevor Lawrence thus far in his training camp. DeRocco continues. He says he's consistently beaten Jaguars' top cornerbacks in one-on-one drills, and he's believed to be. He has established himself as the number one wide receiver here in Jacksonville. Now, boys, my question to you:
Yes, sir.
Is that a good sign with Parker Washington being the number one wide receiver in Jacksonville?
Well, I mean, we're getting too much into the labels here. I'm going to stand by what we've said all along. They've got 3 very good receivers who any day could be the one that catches 7 for 120 and 2 touchdowns. So,
although I will say I agree with D-Rock.
Yeah, I do too.
Because of the way the season ended last year. And I don't know if he's the best, but he seems to be the guy that Trevor looks for.
Security blanket. You know, he's his Edelman.
Yeah, but he throws it down. I mean, Parker runs that deeper route behind Myers.
Yeah, Jacoby.
So
yeah.
I don't like to say security.
Well,
blanket,
I just mean he feels like he's going to catch it. Is what I mean. You can throw it anywhere.
Yeah.
You know, like when they're struggling and Trevor's trying to fit it in windows, he can throw it somewhere, and the security of him going and get it. I guess what I meant more than a safety valve.
I'm just looking at his, the way he finished last year. 587.
Well, go watch
8,
camp. It's clear.
6, 145, 353. So, yeah, I would say so.
But I would say this. Would you be comfortable betting a lot of money that Parker Washington has the most catches among the receivers? Or better, would you bet any money that he'll have the most catches, most yards, and most touchdowns?
I would bet money.
Because your number one receivers, and the reason they're number one is because they have most catches, most yards, and most touchdowns on their team. Puka is number one on a team where Devontae would be a lot of teams' number ones.
Did Devontae have more touchdowns?
I don't think so.
No? Okay.
I could be wrong.
I thought Devontae had all those touchdowns last year.
He had some late. I don't know if but I could be wrong. I'll check. I'll stand by it even if he did. Let's see. Puka had 10, so maybe Devontae had a few more.
I'm pretty sure he had more than 10. I could be wrong, but I think he had more than 10. But yeah, it's an interesting question, and it's interesting, especially because of the contract situation. And who likened him to? I heard him get likened to Steve Smith. I thought that was kind of an interesting comp. Little guy.
I don't know if he's quite as fast as Steve Smith, but he might be.
He's pretty good.
He makes plays after the catch. Parker does.
Yeah.
Steve Smith, he definitely makes a lot of yak.
Yeah.
A future contract for Parker Washington is hurt by the fact that they've got Brian Thomas Jr. under control for 2 years. And they can, and as an NFL team, sometimes you let good players go because you've got to recycle in. One of these 2 draft picks you hope will be your next Parker Washington, right? And in the meantime, you've got good
14 touchdowns for Devontae.
And they also have Travis Hunter.
Yeah.
So I think Parker Washington is going to play just like he said, and is going to price himself out, and next year will be the number one, receiver for the, Bears, whoever. I'm just throwing teams.
Man, if this guy goes for 1,212 touchdowns,
you can't let him go.
Can't let that guy go.
We'll see.
Can't let him go. Not a kid who's 27.
It depends on.
There's no way you can let him go if he does what he does with Myers, Hunter, and BTJ on the roster, and he does what he suggested he does.
Well,
there's no way you let him.
Those numbers.
You let Myers go.
Those numbers that you just those numbers that you just threw out make me say, well, if Tootin runs for 1,600 next year, you never let him. I don't think Parker Washington's going to go for 1,200 yards and 12 touchdowns. With all those people.
You can't put Parker Washington and Bashal.
I'm just trying to throw a Jaguar. We don't have a running back. Who am I supposed to use?
Parker Washington has the potential of having a big year. I think everybody feels that.
Sure, but we have too many receivers for him to go for 1,200 yards and 12 touchdowns.
I don't know about that.
So that's not going to be. I only say that because that means that's not a part of the decision making.
And I said those numbers because we just confirmed Devontae scored 14 and Puka had 10.
Yeah.
So, you know,
we got a team that wants to run the ball, though.
Yeah, fair.
Didn't run it very well on Friday night. 3.3 yards a carry, 118 yards. The Jamari Taylor kid looked good. He had a nice second half. He had I think he was 22 for 78, under 4 yards a carry. But he ran hard.
It didn't look special, but that's not necessarily a criticism or an insult.
Yeah, I thought he ran hard. I thought second half was more of what they wanted. It was 12 for 58. And again, you always have to factor in who you're playing again. There's so many different variables in preseason that you just can't. I mean, how many times, the quarterbacks, how many young quarterbacks have we watched go in and absolutely carve it up in the preseason? And one that comes to mind for me is Byron. Byron was like, holy cow.
I think there's I think it's a little more, there's a lot less pressure. All three that we're talking about having good debuts here aren't being pressured into being the guy. I mean, Byron they benched Brunell 2 weeks in.
Oh, yeah.
So these guys you can in the Rams, you can relish in 21 and 25 and know he's not going to have to show you anything for at least another year.
Oh, Ty Simpson.
Yeah. As far as and same thing with Aller, he can do whatever he wants. Aaron Rodgers is going to be the quarterback. So those, Mendoza's a little different deal. Kirk Cousins will get the Brunell treatment.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, 2 or 3 weeks probably.
But it'll be interesting to watch. I look forward to, and again, they're taking away his punt return duties. It looks like I sure wouldn't, but I like
Parker.
Yeah, I like him returning.
Well, they had
punts.
said earlier he was going to do it, but now they're backing off.
He
of that a little bit.
They didn't say. He said
at one point the one of the coaches said that in one of the.
Oh, we'll see.
Yeah, I think it was Farwell. I think Farwell in one of his press conferences said that. I think. President's Day is the Monday after the Super Bowl this year, so a lot of you guys out there will get the day off. We'll be here.
Definitely be here.
But it's good for y'all if you're off the next day.
Hey, it's just Sunday night.
Sunday night, Super Bowl. Oh, they going to be partying. They don't got to work the next day? Oof.
It's going to be great here in Jacksonville when we go out there to play the Rams.
I'm trying to tell you.
We'll come back on Monday, and,
we'll do the show live out there.
Yeah.
That's what we'll do.
That'll be fun. I look forward to that. So, all right, 641-1010. Come kind, come courteous, come correct. More sports concepts and rationalizations coming up. Tell them what they're going to win.
Starship featuring Mickey Thomas this Sunday, August 23rd, with special guest John Cafferty and the Beaver Brown Band. 904-641-1010 is that number. Holla at your boy.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Streaming live from the XL Digital Studios. Polished by Harbor Dental Care. Official dental partner of the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp.
This is Jeff Middlecoff with Cogent Bank. My associate Ryan Salem and I joined Cogent Bank because we wanted to revolutionize the mortgage business, just like Cogent Bank has revolutionized the banking business. So Ryan Salem and I are able to leverage the power and stability of Cogent Bank to go out and find our clients the best investors, the best products, and the best rates in the entire country for your particular mortgage loan. Of course, you don't have to be a customer at Cogent Bank to take advantage of our mortgage services to buy or refinance your home. We offer jumbo loans, VA, FHA, conventional, and investment loans. At Cogent Bank, we offer mortgages nationwide, so we can help you with a second home or help a family member who lives or is moving to another state. Call Ryan Salem or myself, Jeff Middlecoff, at Cogent Bank today, 904-442-9191, to see how we can help you with any of your mortgage loan needs, whatever or wherever they may be.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, Cogent Bank, NMLS ID 402296, Ryan Salem, NMLS ID 1182429, Jeff Middlecoff, NMLS ID 249086.
Fantasy football is upon us. ET here for Twin Peaks, and it's almost that time to draft and kick off another season. This year, take your fantasy football draft party to Twin Peaks, where cold drinks, made from scratch food, and wall-to-wall TVs make your local lodge the ultimate draft day headquarters. Round up your league, grab a table, and get ready for the picks. The rivalries and the full season of bragging rights begins. Whether you're defending a title or drafting for the first time, start your fantasy season at Twin Peaks. Book your fantasy football draft party at your local lodge today. Come on, somebody.
25 weeks comes down to this. You ready? 3 wide under the lights. 0 margin for error. Everything on the line. Flirting with 200 miles per hour in the place where this journey began. Race 26, the final hunt for a spot in the chase. The Coke Zero Sugar 400 weekend at Daytona, August 28th through 29th. Get your tickets now at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
Hey, gang, the investment landscape always changing. New rules, new regs, new opportunities. But at ITP Partner, one thing always stays constant. Our commitment to your financial future, whether it's consolidating those accounts, rolling over an old 401k, helping you maximize your pension programs, will make your financial journey simpler and smarter. Oh, those ITP partners. Janice Cobb, the very best. Chris Bryan, Jeff Hartman, Dan Abel, Reagan Wright, and Reed Wingate. Your personalized investment strategy built on trust, transparency, and experience. Summertime now. Get that money in motion, people. Don't wait. Let ITP Partners help you pursue your financial goals so you can focus on what matters the most. They're ITP Partners. Stable, strategic, secure, constantly working to be your financial partners for life. Registered representatives offer security offered through Cetera Wealth Services, LLC, member FINRA SIPC, and advisory services offered through Blue Horizon Equity, Inc.
If your ride is making strange noises, don't wait and make it work. Come to Action Transmission on Merrill Road. My expert technicians can diagnose the problem and likely fix it fast. Experience the difference at Action Transmission on Merrill Road.
Summer's winding down, and we know you want to enjoy what's left of it. But before you celebrate this Labor Day weekend, plan ahead and know all your options. If you drink, don't get behind the wheel. Instead, designate a sober driver or catch a ride service. And if you are the designated sober driver, commit to staying sober. Celebrate responsibly and remember to drive sober or get pulled over. This message brought to you by the Florida Department of Transportation.
I'm Chris Campione. Auto accidents can leave you feeling lost and overwhelmed. But at Campione Law, we're here to guide you with a personal touch through every step of the process. We don't get paid unless you get paid. CampioneLaw.com.
Count on Campione, Campione Law.
In this age of globalization, we've learned that bigger isn't always better. Ever tried to get phone help from a big corporation? From a real person? Good luck. That is what's so nice about Mike Merritt's Heating and Air. Unlike publicly traded conglomerates with headquarters in faraway cities, Mike Merritt's Heating and Air remains family-owned and operated by Mike, your neighbor. Mike Merritt has delivered hometown service, integrity, and pricing for generations. The big guys incentivize their techs to sell you new equipment. Mike's team emphasizes repair first. We only sell you equipment if your current equipment is worn out and beyond repair. And let's be honest about price. Small operations without much overhead can sometimes lowball your job, but you can't trust just anyone with a truck. They may be here today and gone tomorrow. Mike Merritt has been keeping North Florida cool for more than 3 decades. That's experience and dedication you can count on. Call today or see us on the web.
Florida license number CAC 050384.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. This is your Duval Minute. Brought to you by Lift Power, your turnkey solution for all warehouse needs.
Had that nice musical interlude. Thank you very much, Emmanuel. Listen, snaps were important. Ryan O'Halloran posted them, and just interesting to see who got the most snaps on offense. We see Josh Cameron with 26, C.J. Williams with 30, and Emmanuel Pregnon with 32. So they got to play extensively. Pregnon, a little bit of a surprise, seeing he's been banged up in camp. Jabbar Muhammad got 61 out of the 66 snaps on defense. He had some good plays and some not so good plays, but in the end, he had the game-winning play. Jalen Husky had some reps, 33. Caleb Bransaw had 31. So interesting. Wesley Williams, another draft pick, with 22 snaps on Friday night. And that's your Duval Minute, brought to you by our friends at Lift Power. Oh, Lift Power, nobody better. Lift Power always looking for experienced lift truck and dock and door technicians. Lift Power's benefits, so good. 401k, company vehicle, paid training, sign-on bonus. Lift Power voted one of the best places to work year in, year out. So many reasons why. Rapidly growing, proudly serving Jacksonville for more than 50 years. Family owned and operated. You want to be part of the family? Here's your opportunity. You can always learn more. Just go to liftpower.com. Check them out at liftpower.com. We had a second ring for Cat this weekend, E.
What you mean?
He got hitched.
Married an athlete, didn't he?
No, he married Jordan Woods.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Oh, good
out
for
there
him.
in Malibu.
Yeah.
Boys all came out as a big shadoo.
Oh, I bet it was.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't get my invite, but whatever.
I didn't go. I RSVP'd. No, thank you.
Oh,
okay.
Well, that's too bad. I don't know why you would do that, but okay.
I'm not going out there.
Were you were you paying attention to see if Emmanuel Pregnon played or not?
No, I was shocked he did play.
Were you aware of it before going in? Like, I was out of pocket. I watched the game on demand.
Yeah.
You know, so that means you're fast forwarding between plays. That means you're doing some stuff. And so I guess my point is it a good thing if you're an offensive lineman and you didn't know he played? Like, other positions, you would never say that.
Oh, I knew he played because I said, who's on the offense? So at the beginning, I knew he was playing.
See, I didn't know.
But I looked for it. I wanted to know who the five were because I don't know. Honestly, three of the guys I have not
I watched
much
the game.
familiarity with.
I watched the game on DVR off of NFL Network, and I missed the pregame. It just starts with the kickoff, pretty much. So, and then they set the starting lineups. I wasn't paying that much attention because I knew it was a bunch of backups, and I just assumed.
I think if you don't know the offensive lineman played, it's a good. It's
that's
a good
what I'm
thing,
saying. Like other rookie positions, like if you don't hear a name, it wouldn't be necessarily a good thing. But if Pregnon played the whole game, because that offensive line certainly had its share of missteps.
Yeah, they were terrible.
And so the fact that Pregnon played, I wasn't looking for him. I wasn't expecting him to play, so I didn't even put him into the equation. So I might be the point I was going to make, like some of the Googans driving in, right? What, Pregnon played?
Right.
You know, because it wasn't, it didn't feel like it was trending that way. Look, if there is an area, and I guess by proxy, it includes the one question that we've had about that offensive line. I mean, I just don't know how much you trust it. There's a disconnect between how they say they played, they being the Jaguars and the coaches in the front office, how they say that offensive line played last year and what the stats say and what it felt like at times. But certainly in its current state, I mean, they need to get well soon, quick.
I like, to a point, I like Tyrese Halliburton.
Okay.
But Tyrese, you got to read the room, Chief. You got to take the temp. I mean, Tyrese Halliburton came out. He's on some podcast, and he's coming back this year. And, you know, the NBA recently released the schedule, and the Pacers' big opener is not nationally televised on the road against New Orleans. Not exactly a big deal.
Sure.
Okay. Didn't sit well with Halliburton. Name any other person that you compare to my level of a basketball player, wherever you have me ranked. If they tore their Achilles, missed 16 months, do you think that first game back would be on national TV? Do you think that game would be at home if not on national TV? Do you think that game would be at New Orleans? When I saw the schedule, I was like, oh, wow, I was shocked to see that.
Well, do you want me to be honest with you, Tyrese, or do you want me to give you an answer that'll continue to fuel your, gosh, it got big, quick ego? No, I don't think any of those things should take place. I don't. I mean, there have been guys before you that are just as big of boys that go and come back, and they don't like, oh, my God, here comes Paul George. Oh, my gosh, John Morant's back. Stop it.
Simmer down, Tyrese.
It's the opener, man. You're on a
Pacers have
terrible
11
team.
national TV games scheduled for the upcoming season. The maximum is 34. That's the Spurs, the Knicks, the Lakers, and the LeBronified Sixers.
Yeah. Yeah. Woo!
LeBron started a YouTube channel this weekend.
Yeah, he did. So I got to start
you watch
mine.
it?
No, I saw some clips of it, man.
You didn't go to it? You didn't subscribe?
No, he almost got a hole in one, though, already. Dang!
That wouldn't be nice at all.
He's got this, like, fixation with LeBron and golf.
Bro,
he calls me. He wants to beat LeBron. I'm like, you're not going to beat LeBron anytime soon. LeBron's breaking 90 already.
He's breaking 90, man.
Look, the big LeBron is, because little LeBron's better than big LeBron.
No, big LeBron.
Now, Bronny is a decent stick. He's a low 80s golfer. You'll never beat LeBron in anything. Yeah, I can't. I'm trying to think of something. I mean, I mean,
and by the way, are you younger than LeBron?
Come on, man. Yes. Stop playing
Oh,
with
no.
me.
That's worse.
By the way, dear Tyrese, my Hawks have 10, so up yours. But the silliness, they're all national TV. If you're a Pacers fan anywhere in the world, you can watch the Pacers every game. Just order them up.
Yep.
I mean, they're all on there. No, who's watching national TV regular season NBA games? Stop it, Tyrese.
Tyrese is miffed.
Man, Tyrese, bro, you earned an A for not doing anything in assignment when you got that gold medal. Just enjoy that, man. But he didn't do anything. Just be happy.
Look, they were a compelling story. He had a heck of a postseason, but let's be honest, before he went, bat crazy in that postseason, he wasn't known as some superstar.
Right.
Tyrese Halliburton arrived in those like Jalen Brunson's been building to what he just did, and by the way, finished it off. Halliburton just went from a good player to woo, because he had one postseason. So yeah, settle down.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, the Pacers shouldn't be throwing shade at New Orleans either. The Pacers were dog doo last year. I know it was because of Halliburton, but
that's fair. That's fair.
Pacers beat your Knicks the year before.
They did
with Halliburton.
They did.
Maybe, and by the way, in fact, look, he was terrific. I just don't like this massive ego spike and where it came from. I kind of thought he was kind of the under the radar,
a humble kid from
quiet,
Wisconsin.
Yeah, quiet kid is what I thought. That's how I prefer my stars.
Okay,
but that's just me. That's my,
Jamal Adams out for the season, had a knee injury, and says in Vikings crusher. Were they counting on Jamal Adams?
I know, right?
Can't be still counting on Jamal Adams.
Like he reported as a linebacker or something.
They were saying that, he was in the rotation. It was either starting or like next up.
One other thing before we head to break. I have never in my life seen a guy get roasted over something that's not that big of a deal. Like Jaden Daniels is getting roasted in sports.
He is taking it from
everybody.
MLB, everything.
Everybody.
We're still talking about the number thing.
Yeah.
Oh, we got pictures of football fields with in honor of or with respect to Jaden Daniels. We've removed the 5-yard line.
All type of stuff.
Anything.
5 guys.
We only scored 5 guys going
with the 4
4 guys. We only scored 4 runs today out of respect to Jay. I mean, it is every team, they are annihilating the guy. I find it somewhat comical, but it's almost now a little much. Like, good gracious. We roasted him when it happened and we move on. I mean, it's like, but every day there is, and it's transcended into like
MLB
the entertainment
teams.
world
Yes,
too.
everything.
It's not just sports; it's everywhere.
There you go. You asked for it.
That much?
Hey.
Yeah. Well, if you want to be a star, it trickles down into other areas.
guess.
The sports media let it go.
It is crazy.
The sports
man.
media let it go. These are other entities. These are professional teams, and I guess shout out StubHub. I think they were the first, weren't they? No longer offering 5. We're only giving 4 or 6. Can't get 5 tickets anymore.
I'm blown away. Dude.
I saw a picture.
By
I'm clear it was AI or Photoshop, but everybody on the team had on number 5 at LSU.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's like there is one meme.
Has he lost it? Has he lost the LSU fan base? Do they hate him?
They don't hate him, but
is he losing them?
The Twins' big board, Ryan Kreidler, according to the scoreboard at Target Field, is currently number 5, unless he receives a cease and desist letter. I mean, it's just everywhere I look, man. It's hilarious, but
I'm okay with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think
these guys want all, you want it all, but you don't want the...
I think he was good with the fan base, but then when he asked for that Heisman back, I think maybe that might...
Yeah.
Jaden Daniels' lawyers are considering legal action against Dr. Fauci after he pleaded the 5th over 100 times. I mean, it's just like, they just keep coming, man. The Mets were one of the first, stopped at 4 out of respect for Jaden Daniels. I mean, it's crazy. But anyway, I felt like I had to pass it on. LSU Jerry wasn't happy. He says that the boys out there are ticked.
Yeah, I get it.
They want to give the
You're saying
Heisman
you're
back,
big-
get rid of anything and everything with his name on it.
You're bigger than the university when you do that. That's what you're saying. You're
Yeah.
bigger than this year's team, and that's not what LSU's about. They've had big boys all along, and if the wide receivers all went back and gotten their feelings about their numbers still being played, they wouldn't have a roster.
Yeah.
I mean, so settle down, bro.
All right,
That's all. We've said that
Yeah.
since the get-go.
We got to grab a break. We'll come back with more. This is The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
1010XL puts the ball in play-by-play.
Kick on the way!
Impeccable today.
From way downtown. That ball's ripped.
For play-by-play, it's 1010XL.
Hey, Dan Hicken with 1010XL. Keeping a great lawn shouldn't eat up your weekends. Let TopDressing.com do the heavy lifting. Their team shows up, cores the yard, applies their proven organic biocompost, Top Dressing for long-lasting results. Stronger roots mean a healthier lawn with less work from you. It's simple, professional, and it works. Do like I did. Call 888-850-1850 or visit TopDressing.com.
Hey, Jacksonville, I'm sure by now you've seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We are an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We are committed to customer service, reliability, and have unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today. GFL, green for life.
Hacker, the 2026 Hacker Fantasy League is right around the corner, and we're heading back to one of my favorites, Twin Peaks, Thursday night, August the 20th. Be listening soon for your opportunity to get in to the HFL.
Hey, Duval fans, Jeff Lageman here. To win on game day, our team needs a flawless playbook and elite execution, and your vehicle is no different. From routine maintenance and brakes to engine and transmission work, team up with one of 30 local Jacksonville Napa Auto Care Centers. Most repairs are backed by a 24-month, 24,000-mile nationwide peace of mind warranty.
Score big. Drive into Melvin's Auto and Truck on Old Moultrie Road or Mr. Best Wrench on SR 13 today.
Calling all fun-loving citizens of Northeast Florida. Freedom Boat Club needs your help. Lisa the Botanista has gone missing. She left a note that said gone boating. But here's the thing. Freedom Boat Club has 4 local locations. Julington Creek, Jack's Beach, and 2 in St. Augustine. And over 400 locations across the world. That's a lot of water to cover. Is she water skiing on the Ozarks, whale watching in the Pacific, or island hopping in Spain? Or hiding right here at the Black Creek Rope Swing? Or docking at the Conch House? Wait, has anyone checked Fort George Island? Too much to do on the water. So Freedom Boat Club is offering our best discount of all time, so you can help search. You simply make your reservation, show up, and have fun. I gotta go. I'm hopping on a boat to the fish camp for live music and lunch. Maybe I'll find the Botanista there. Or better yet, maybe you'll join us with the best discount ever and enjoy boating made simple. Don't blame us when you start playing hooky too. Visit freedomboatclub.com.
Brian Wall here. Would you take your paycheck, go to the bank, cash it, and then simply throw it up in the air? I didn't think so. But in a way, over the years, that is exactly what you're doing if you have old or builder-grade windows in your home. Even if you have a brand new home, those windows are not the best windows you can have to save on your energy bills. Window World has sold millions of replacement windows to homeowners like you, and Window World's customer satisfaction is the highest in the business. Please check Window World out yourself and save on your new windows and on your energy bills. Compare with other companies and you'll see Window World is simply the best for less. It's up to you. You can call Window World and get a free estimate, get the best guarantee in the window replacement business, save money on your new windows, and save more on your energy bills. Call Window World today at 904-443-7001 or go online to windowworldneflorida.com. Thank you for your business.
Window World also offers energy-efficient doors.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
Hey! Ho! So ET's got something for us here coming up. As you know, I went to Atlanta over the weekend. Took another L, man. The only thing that I'll say is this. If you'd have come to me as I settled into my seat before Game 3 of the World Series and said, I will give you this win tonight, but every visit to this stadium for the rest of your life, you're going to take the L.
Sure.
I would have happily made the agreement. So
kind of felt the same with the Knicks winning this year.
Yeah, that's where I'm sitting. I'm one in whatever at Truist, and the one was the World Series win. But yeah, it was such a pleasant start. You know, we're rocking. Acuna homers first at bat. It's 2-0 after one, and then it went sideways. But had a good time overall. What was amazing, the most amazing part of the trip was I'm standing in the concourse before the game starts at the concession stand there, and the guy can see the guy to the left of me. I can see he's kind of looking at me a little bit. I can see out of the corner of my eye, and he turns to me and he says, "Are you Jeff Prosser?"
Mm-hmm.
And so he's a brave Guggen from Jacksonville who's up there. He's a Georgia Guggen, I guess, actually, but he lives here in Jacksonville, and he was up with his 1-year-old who was making his second Braves appearance. He was a lovely lad, and as it turned out, they were sitting a couple of rows in front of us.
Very
Him
good.
and his mom and his dad. I'll give you one funny story. So he tells his dad, obviously he loves the drill. He talks about us even, and so his dad tells us, he talks about you guys all the time. He goes, he says you talk too much Gators, and I said, well, you know what? Some would say we talk too much Braves. So,
oh boy,
to each his own. So
I'm gonna throw you one. I'm gonna throw you something that's maybe will serve you well this year. Usually when I do this, when I mush a guy, he'll then take off.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do this because I was looking at this the other day, and my question is this: where are Braves fans with Ronald Acuna Jr.? Can he still do no wrong? Because he hasn't had a year since 23.
Yeah, Ronald Acuna Jr., I really wouldn't trade for anything.
Yeah.
For any player, maybe a player.
You would not trade him.
Well, I know.
No.
No way.
You think he's as good as...
Yeah, he's always... He's injury prone.
Yeah.
Any negative you can conjure about Acuna is based solely on injuries. Because it's this. He gets injured.
He is injury prone.
He gets injured.
Yeah.
The first year back from injury, he struggled. And then the next year, if he's healthy, is an unreal year.
Yeah.
The problem is sometimes that next year he'll get injured at the end of that year.
23 was an MVP season. 41-73. Probably never be done again. But 24, he was hurt. He's
been
played
hurt.
49 games.
Yeah, he's been hurt.
Last year, 95 games.
Again, that's
this year,
nothing.
72 games.
And he's so right. There you go. You got to give me.
What was he hurt with this year? Hamstring?
Hamstring twice.
Wow.
And he's just still what was was it ACL twice? I can't keep up with the injuries.
Yeah, I know he's done 2 ACLs, but
so
year,
that's it. He's got an unbelievable arm. He's a good defender. I mean, I get
he's
it.
had 2 great years.
He's flamboyant
in his career.
And a bunch of good ones.
No.
Yeah, they're good years. Yeah, but for the games he's playing, they're good. What's his worst year batting average? His worst year this year?
Worst year batting average, 250. I'll read them all. 293, 280, 250, 283, 266, 337, 250, 290, 244.
Yeah, that's that. And many of those are in shortened seasons. Give me a year where he played at least 120 games. What are his batting averages?
He's had.
Has he done that more than
say again? What was
120 games?
Oh, okay.
3/4 of the season. How many times has he done that?
Twice.
And what did he hit those
now,
years?
He did play 119 and 22.
What did he hit those
266.
With how many homers and RBIs?
15 and 50.
Yeah.
In 119 games.
Yep.
And then the other good one, the 2 good ones, 41-101, 41-106.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's the key. He can't stay healthy. And so, point being, even inside of the, quote, bad years, if you're in a game or you have a situation, you want him at the plate. He's still in the top 9 in the majors that you would want him up there.
I just thought I was wondering if there was any disappointment. I mean, it's been 3 years.
Bro, there's a praise. I got a question on the text line today. Would you trade him? And it wasn't even coming from an anti-Acuna standpoint, but I'm still no, I wouldn't trade him. And if I get him healthy for 3-4 years in a row,
he did. Soto did this too, and Soto wanted to be a 40-40 guy. These guys, they get on a stolen base thing. Okay, I'll steal bases this year, and then they stop.
And the Braves told it's probably part and parcel.
Told him stop.
And he's also gotten injured. So why are you going to come back off these ACLs?
16-9 and 16 the last 3 years.
Yeah.
So he's not running anymore.
But it's been a slow. The hope is if he is healthy, he's the type of guy though, Hick, and this is why. that you could start to peak here in the last half and get to the postseason.
That's what I'm saying.
Right, and have a postseason where he hits 7 homers.
I would suspect at some point he's got to take off.
And
again
he's starting to do.
healthy.
I mean, like the game we went to, he was 2 for 4 with a homer.
All right.
I don't know what he did. Yeah, I think he had. Yeah, he drove in the go ahead run yesterday. He had a double, so he's. If I got in at bat right now as a Braves fan, I can send any of my guys through the plate.
Over Olsen?
Him or Olsen, and it would be him.
All
Only
right.
because of the versatility of it. But anyway,
What
did
you
have
got?
for it?
Well, boys.
Oh, little music.
Since y'all know I have this special love for the running back position.
You do love the running backs. You're a former running back yourself. Tom Coughlin thought you were a fullback.
That's right. I was going to bring that up.
Yeah.
Coach Coughlin would probably put me in the fullback room, but that's neither here nor there.
No, neither here nor
I
there.
saw something that was circulating the internet. And I was like, oh, yeah, I'm going to run this by the boys.
All right.
So welcome to this edition of Which Would You Rather?
Okay.
SEC running backs from the 2000s.
All right.
So, boys, I'm going to give you 2 running backs. Y'all going to tell me which
one?
would you rather?
Okay.
And I'm going to start with the baseline, Leonard Fournette or Trent Richardson. We're strictly talking college performance. Leonard Fournette or Trent Richardson?
I'm going to lean towards Fournette.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. So do these mooks on here. All right. Leonard Fournette or Arian Foster?
In college?
Mm-hmm.
Fournette.
Okay. Dan?
Foster didn't do much at Tennessee, did he?
I don't remember him from Tennessee neither.
No, that's a bad
No,
one.
I think
You got to go Travis Henry or
Okay.
who was the other guy that was it for? Who was the big bat? Jamal Lewis. It was Tennessee.
Well, this 2000.
Arian Foster played all 4 years. 650 carries, 3,000 yards, 4.6, 23 touchdowns.
Jamal Lewis dwarfs that, I promise. Travis Henry kills that. Don't they?
I would agree.
Yeah.
Leonard Fournette or
Oh.
Noshawn Moreno?
Noshawn was good, really good at
He
Georgia.
was.
And Leonard, at some point,
Leonard had that sophomore year.
Yeah, at some point, we
like,
got to dumb Leonard down. His teams didn't go anywhere or do anything, and he only had the one great year. I'd go Noshawn. He was consistent, I feel like.
Okay. Noshawn or Cadillac Williams?
Williams was splitting time with. He was a good player. I would. What is Noshawn? What are Noshawn's numbers? Is that what you're looking up?
Noshawn went 1,334 and 1,400.
Yeah, I mean, that's
30 touchdowns in his 2 years. Cadillac was a top 5 pick, though.
Yeah,
so
so was Ronnie Brown, though.
Yeah.
He's sharing the back.
Ronnie
Well, they were
was
both
before him.
good. They were
Yeah.
great in college.
Yeah.
I mean, this is what it's college, right?
Yeah, Cadillac is not going to have those Noshawn numbers, I don't believe.
Let's see what Cadillac did. I got to look at college.
Who is it, Noshawn or Cadillac?
Noshawn or
I'm
Cadillac?
going Noshawn. We'll see. Maybe I'm wrong.
That's fair.
And and this is preference also, by the way. It's not like the stat wins. I'm just curious.
Yeah. Cadillac played all 4 years. 5.2 yards a carry, 3,831 yards.
So did he have a 1,000-yard season at all?
Yeah. Cadillac had 2,000-yard seasons, 1,307 and 1,165.
So y'all going Noshawn?
Yeah, I go Noshawn.
Yeah.
Okay. How about Noshawn or Mark Ingram?
Mark Ingram.
Mark Ingram.
Oh, that was easy. Mark Ingram, and they say like this is the man, Darren McFadden.
Darren McFadden was
really good. Ingram won the Heisman. Was he the first Alabama?
Well,
Heisman winner?
McFadden would have won it.
He came in second twice.
Tebow one time.
Was
I
that
think.
the status, or am I speaking? Didn't Alabama had never had a
They had
Heisman
never
Trophy
had
winner?
one.
Wasn't Ingram the first Alabama Heisman Trophy
Was
winner?
he the one?
I think it was him. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm going with.
Darren McFadden.
I think I'm going with McFadden.
Yeah. Hold on.
11, 13, 16, 47, 18, 30.
Sheesh.
Mark Ingram was great too, though, man.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm pretty sure.
No, I'm going McFadden. McFadden was better.
Are you? Do you have Ingram's numbers?
Yeah, Ingram had one great year.
That's it.
And then the last one is
That's how they did it in Alabama. Derrick Henry.
Yeah, that's true. Ingram became the first Alabama player to win the Heisman. He helped lead to the title in 2009.
Yeah.
At 2,500, that's not 1 year. Those are his career years.
Who?
They stopped the sentence. Rushing for 2,546 yards and
1658 in his Heisman
Okay,
year.
16.
And then the last
Yeah,
one,
that's fair. I'll take McFadden also.
McFadden,
Yeah.
Derrick Henry.
Well, I mean, if you're not going to give it to Ingram, I don't think you can give it to Henry. Aren't they real similar at Bama?
Yeah, Henry did it for 1 year. McFadden did it for 3.
Now, Henry did it for like 16 or 18, didn't he? Didn't he go some stupid year or no?
Henry his year had 400 carries for 2,200 yards,
2,200.
28 touchdowns.
Yeah.
He was
Henry.
unstoppable.
Henry. Yeah.
Man.
And the year before, he averaged 5.8 a carry. He only got 172
split
for
it,
990. Yeah.
That 20, I thought, I wanted to say, did he have 1,800? And I stopped myself because it's a short season. And my man ran for 2,228 touchdowns. That might be the best running back season in the history of football, dude. In the SEC, I'm not saying it's the NFL, but it's a pretty good league to do that against. Oof. There's been some big boys from LSU,
I think
Florida, and Georgia make the league.
When you talk about the best season in the history of college football, to me, Barry Sanders comes to mind, but I don't know if that's...
That Derrick Henry year is pretty good.
Did Marshall Faulk have one?
Barry Sanders, 2,628 yards, 37 touchdowns, 11 games.
And that's all rushing? Because I know he
Yes.
returned kicks. Wow, that's incredible.
He rushed for an FBS record.
2,700
2,628 yards, 37 touchdowns, 238.9 per game.
How many carries a game was he getting?
7.6 yards per carry.
So he's carrying.
Derrick Henry
So he's carrying
was
it 30. He's carrying it 30
5.6
times a game, though. What's his average?
Well, Derrick Henry
carries?
carried it 400 times in 15 games, so that's over 30 times a game.
No, it's 20. High 20s.
Almost 35.
No, 450 would be 30. If he played 15 games.
15, 30, 45.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Wow.
That's still.
Yeah, you ain't beating Barry Sanders.
Yeah, I got to go Barry Sanders. Yeah, he wasn't in there, but yeah, that's incredible. All right, let's take a quick timeout, catch-up break. We're way over. That's what we do, aren't we? Yeah,
Yes.
it's a Next Gen Roofing Monday, man. Raise the roof on a terrific Jaguars football season upcoming, and right there along the way each and every Monday morning as we dissect will be Next Gen Roofing. You can find out more at nextgenroofing.com.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. It began with a dream.
And you know what he was looking for? I bet you're going to tell me.
1010 XL.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Summer air should feel fresh, not full of dust, allergens, and whatever Florida critter has been crawling around your ducts this year sounds gross. Well, it is, and your air ducts are the lungs of your home. If they're dirty, you're breathing it in every day. That's where Zero Res comes in. Yeah, Hicken here for my guys at Zero Res. Just because you can't see in there doesn't mean you can avoid it. This month, only take $100 off air duct cleaning. That is cleaner air. That is better efficiency. That is a fresher home guaranteed. What do? You call them, 287-5727, 287-5727, or visit ZeroResJacksonville.com. Ask for the 1010XL special. Zero Res. You spell it forward, you spell it backwards. It spells the same. Zero Res.
When you call Endless Summer Roofing, you're not getting a 1-800 number in another state. You're getting your neighbors. We are family-owned, locally operated, with our own employees, not subcontractors, and over 50 years in combined roofing experience. This means the same crew that installs your roof is the team that stands behind it. We're not strangers. We don't take shortcuts. We're local people who take pride in protecting our neighbors' homes. Endless Summer Roofing. Local roots, rock-solid roofs.
If fishing is in your DNA, hop in the boat with Captain Kevin. It's the Ring Power Fishing Forecast Show. Brought to you by Awaken 180 Weight Loss and Royal Pest Services.
Thursday nights at 6
on 1010XL AM.
Truck accidents can happen and can be devastating. Founded in Jacksonville, Edwards & Raggets is proud to serve the 904. If you've been seriously injured in a truck accident, protect yourself and your family by understanding your rights and legal options. Our attorneys are experienced in handling complex truck cases and can guide you through this. No fees unless you recover damages. Call 904-INJURED or visit 904injured.com.
Edwards & Raggets, offices Jacksonville.
Hello, First Coast, I'm sure by now you have seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We're an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We're committed to customer service, reliability, and have an unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today from GFL, Green for Life.
Home of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Hey, gang, you might be aware credit card interest rates are now over 29%. Most people are only making the minimum payment, so they're getting nowhere. But here's what many homeowners don't realize. That use the equity in your home. You can easily access hundreds of thousands in cash, and with Loan Pronto's rapid equity loan, you can pay off your credit cards, your existing HELOC, your car loans, get money for that home improvement project. One client just got $100,000 approved, saved over $1,500 a month. And here's the best part with Loan Pronto. You can do it all from your phone. With zero out-of-pocket, no hard credit pull up front, no appraisal, no long drawn-out bank process, and no touching your first mortgage. Rates are at a near 3-year low. Act now. Go to loanpronto.com. See how much you can get in about 60 seconds. Loan Pronto. 2,800 5-star Google reviews. Call 904-999-1508. Or go to loanpronto.com. That's 904-999-1508 or loanpronto.com.
The World Poker Tour is coming back to Best Bet Jacksonville from August 20th to September 9th.
From the ladies and the seniors 50-plus event to mystery bounties, Best Bet live feature tables, and over $1.5 million in guarantees. The WPT Best Bet Scramble is going to be full of poker action and excitement.
Mark your calendars and get ready for the World Poker Tour at Best Bet Jacksonville. See all the details at bestbetjacks.com. That's bestbetjacks.com.
Whether you're wearing teal and black or orange and blue, there's one thing we can all agree on this football season. Jets Pizza. Fresh dough made daily. Wall-to-wall cheese and crispy edges make every bite a game day favorite. Whether it's football Saturday or football Sunday, feed the family, the crew, or the whole team with Jets Pizza. Order online or call any of the 4 Jacksonville area Jets Pizza locations today.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Zero Res. Jag head coach Liam Cohen says it was a learning process on offense.
A lot of good learning ops and learning moments for these guys and stuff to clean up.
It's a tough blow for Florida State. Junior DB Carson Hobbs is out for the season after tearing his ACL. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
At 8:11, it's 81 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller. Stay tuned because there's more coming up next with The Drill on 92.5 FM.
XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
But you never knew before. Now listen, see, we were talking about Ronald Acuna a little bit earlier. Kyle Tucker has had he's a huge free agent signing for the Dodgers. There are 2 big ones. Edwin Diaz and Kyle Tucker both stink. Of course, only the Dodgers can overcome it. Doesn't matter. But Kyle Tucker at home this year is hitting 182. He dropped a fly ball yesterday. He's awful. I mean, terrible. And as a Mets fan, I can only think, my gosh, they'd be killing him in New York if he did that. Killing him. So he's probably
has he played the whole year? He was hurt some, wasn't he?
He's hurt some, but I mean, he's played enough
for the most of the year.
He stinks. Him and Sugar both stink. By the way, the kid who hit the 3 home runs, stupid Mets fans. The Mets traded last year for Ryan Helsley of the Cardinals. And the kid they traded, his last name is Baez, and he's a good prospect.
But it's not this one.
It's not this one.
Yeah, that would be bad.
Oh,
I could see complaining that you didn't get him instead of whoever you got, but he's been in he's been their top prospect for a while.
Yeah,
so.
but anyway, so
I should point out, I meant to do this in the 6 o'clock hour, and so shame on us, but FSU golfer won the U.S. Amateur.
Yes, he did.
and for the first Englishman to do it since Matt Fitzpatrick.
Yes.
And it's not like he's, bleeds garnet and gold. I think it's his first year at Florida State after being at a lower level, and he's from England.
Yeah.
But you certainly take it, and
that's a grind
that's
too.
a
I mean,
USAN.
he was in a.
I watched a good bit of that yesterday afternoon when I got home because Scotty
was it on the
Scheffler
Golf
put
Channel?
it to bed. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was on NBC.
NBC. That's
yeah. Scheffler had put it to bed. Ooh, what a whooping.
Scotty hadn't won since January 25th. It's amazing. Does he look back and kick himself over this year, or does he look back and go, because he got to 21 wins. He's up there and fastest to 21 wins, like with the big boys.
This win meant the world.
Yeah.
He's fine. And
by the way, I think he wins this week, and then he wins the tour championship.
Or one of them,
yeah.
don't you?
Yeah.
So he's probably going to end the year with 3 wins and, $1 trillion and probably be the last event that would make him
But he didn't get a major,
champion.
right? He did
not
win
get
a major.
No.
Yeah, that's the only
But it was
thing.
close. He was close to all of them, so he'll get some of those jack stats at the end of the line, these runner up here, runner up there. No, I think he just looks so because he's hit the ball so well. His putter went ice cold for 2 months.
Yeah, he warmed it up on
it's
this
warming
weekend.
up a little bit here. If he putts, dude, they can't touch him.
They can't beat him.
No, they can't beat him. And he had, he hadn't putted, and they've been beating him.
Yeah.
And I think he had his great round instead of waiting until Saturday or Sunday. He did it on Friday. Sam Burns ain't catching him.
Sam Burns eats
They
worms.
were trying to, our boy the Bit Man had his Kashi bucks on Scheffler and was just worried to death. You could get out at a big profit already with Scheffler at that point.
Well, early on he hit a sprinkler head on a chip, and the ball went in the water.
Yeah, terrible break.
And all of a sudden he had a 1-stroke lead, and everybody's like, whoa.
But
And
Burns
he even
was
said,
never
oh, man, I'm thinking, here we go again. Why does this stuff keep happening? And then
yeah, but here's the reality now.
Shut the door on
I'll
him.
give you and there are 2 cool stats, but I'll give you the big one. This is now the last 10 times the dude's had a 3rd round lead. He won the golf tournament. That's an incredible closing percentage.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
10 for your last 10. In other words, if he's ahead, it's a 3-round tournament, boys. And trust me, they all know. They know that this dude is now I don't know what Tiger's overall percentage is, but this is one category where if you're going to draw comparisons, you can't be any better than 10-0. I don't know if he had situations earlier in his career where he didn't finish, so I don't know if he's 10-0 in his career, but I do know he's now 10 for his last 10 when he has the 3rd round lead. And here's another one. This is 5 years in a row he's won multiple events.
Yeah.
Tiger did that twice. He had 2 5-year stretches.
Pretty good.
One guy did it 6 times. You know who it is? Have you seen the stat?
No.
You guys want to guess who it is? Multiple wins, 6. He did it. The record is 6. He did it 6 times.
Phil.
It's Phil.
Wow.
Phil did multiple 6 years in a row.
What a guess.
And by the way, just for the record, Scotty will tie Phil next year, and then he'll move ahead of Phil the next year, and then he'll move further ahead of Phil the next year. I mean,
wow.
what would the odds be right now on Scotty Scheffler winning 2 tour events next year?
I mean, pretty good.
It'd be negative. It'd be negative odds, I would think.
All right, 1 year ago, just 365 days ago, boys, the quarterback for the New York Jets was Justin Fields. The quarterback for the Arizona Cardinals was Kyler Murray. The quarterback for the Miami Dolphins was Tua Tagovailoa. The quarterback for your Atlanta Falcons was Michael Penix Jr. The quarterback for the Raiders was Geno Smith. The quarterback for the Browns was Joe Flacco. The quarterback for the Giants was Russell Wilson. Quarterback for the Vikings was J.J. McCarthy, and Spencer Rattler was the Saints quarterback. That's 1 year ago. Daniel Jones took over for the Colts and led him to the best record in the NFL prior to his injury. Matthew Stafford had back issues, and they thought, my God, he may have to retire. He went on and won the MVP. Sam Darnold was on his 5th team in his 6 seasons, went to Seattle, where many had thought, all right, well, this is the end of the line. He won't have Kevin O'Connell. He won the Super Bowl. The Patriots were coming off a 4-13 season. They went and played in the Super Bowl with Drake May. The Chiefs went from attending 3 straight Super Bowls to going 6-11. Denver was kind of a fringe playoff team. Phillip Rivers was sitting on a couch for 5 years and had the Seahawks on the ropes in his first game back.
Was that this year?
Last year.
That was this season, huh?
So it just goes to show
Feels
you
like that was 2 years ago.
How crazy this National Football League quarterback position. That's why when you got one, you got to embrace one and hold on to one. And the Jags do have one with Trevor Lawrence, and that's great news because that's half the battle, man. But you got to find that guy and hold on. And that's, and there are teams that have, and they're very fortunate. Josh Allen went out there and went zip, zip, zip to DJ Moore, and they said, okay, that's good.
Different teams have handled it different ways. It's interesting to see. Some will say, like, if I'm Arizona, I'm probably wishing I didn't play Jeremiah Love till up to the end of the first half. High ankle sprain.
Yeah.
There goes the rookie year. Good luck getting 1,000 when you start with a high ankle sprain in mid-August.
You got to get him healthy.
He'll want to get back quick, and then it'll probably bother him all year long.
Yeah, it could.
We don't do traffic and weather on the 8s, but if I get a text, I'm a little late on this one because I just gone to the text line for the first time in a while. 9B backed up from Phillips to Bay Meadows.
Oh, dear.
So, look, most of you by now probably got those apps in your car, and hopefully you can avoid it. And, again, this is coming to me 20 minutes ago. Some sort of mess on 9B. No fun, that's for sure. Also from the text line, anyone else concerned with the Jags offensive line injuries? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we all are. Yeah, we are. So are they. Yes. So you got to get those guys up and healthy as best you can. You don't want to be you'd like to be in a situation where you don't feel like you got to rush Cole Van Lanen back. I know they won't anyway. It's a long season. I don't imagine them making any short-term panic moves that could set them back for late in the year, right? I mean, it would be, we'd be pulling our hair out around here if we start, say, 1 and 2, but I don't think they would be, pushing any panic buttons.
Right.
You got, as far as getting this line healthy enough that they'll be and stay healthy.
Mm-hmm. Who would be, like, let me ask both of you guys. Do you guys have preference? Like, if I said, who would you want to be the starting 5? Because I did this exercise last night on television. And I came up with my 5. And I'll tell you mine after you guys tell me yours. So as not to sway the vote.
Well, I would go, we're assuming Van Lanen is in the mix. Are we?
Yes.
Yeah. I'd keep Harrison at left tackle. I'd make him my left tackle for years to come. I would Van Lanen would be my right. I got my tackles in place. For the next few years is my thought. So I've got those guys there. Mm-hmm. And now you got a lot of decisions to make, and that's the fun part of what you're asking. If I would still, and I know he's gotten pushed, but I would stick with Hainsey at center.
Okay.
I would put Pregnon at one of those guard spots. I'd just get him in there as a rookie and let him learn and take any lumps that he has to take. And that other guard, it's hard to say without, being a coach, without seeing who does what.
I'm going Cleveland.
I'd probably stay with Cleveland. Yeah, I would go.
What do you got?
Yeah, I'm doing that.
I disagreed. And it's fairly similar. I'm just going with the veterans. And if I got full health, I'm going with Makari over Pregnon.
That's fine.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I might work Pregnon. I gotta have Walker Little, Pregnon. I got those guys ready. But these 5 all played together last year, except I'm flip-flopping the tackles. I like the continuity. I know Makari didn't have a great year last year, but if I get him healthy, he's been there for the first few games, and I'll keep the competition open. But I'm gonna go unless it's totally noticeable that this guy's better.
Yeah,
I'm going with Hainsey, Cleveland, Makari, Anton at left, and Van Lanen at right. I think that to me is your best 5.
I'm going with the hope that Pregnon's better.
Yeah,
right. And Makari, for all his value that he was last year,
and again, a name we didn't mention, Milam.
Correct.
We haven't mentioned Milam.
It feels like
we didn't mention Walker Little.
No.
I think I think if they can, and Walker Little is by all accounts is going to be is going to be one of the guards.
He might be.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's a favorite down there. But I think when you take Pregnon there in round 3, if it's
but it'd be nice to start
Makari,
getting some of those guys to the listeners' point. It'd be nice to get some of those guys back again. Resuming practices.
Does it bother you at all? This is the one thing that bother might be too strong a word. But Milam was in a great spot this preseason.
He should have snared it and ran.
Correct.
Yeah.
There was an opportunity to get some real momentum, and that doesn't seem to have come.
We got to grab a break. This is The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Here's another classic Florida Gator moment.
The winner of this year's Heisman Trophy is Tim Tebow.
I'd like to thank my teammates. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be here, and I'm accepting this trophy on behalf of them.
1010XL, home of the Florida Gators.
Natural diamonds have not been this affordable in the past 20 years.
That's John Lupo at Beard's Diamonds, talking about how prices of natural rare diamonds have fallen pretty dramatically.
The best opportunity that I've seen in over 20 years.
So if you believe in buying low, John's son Ben says this is your chance.
It's really a good time to invest in natural right now. With prices being very aggressive for the consumer and for us, we're still able to pass along those savings.
Right now, Beard's Diamonds is stocked with both natural and lab-grown diamonds in all shapes and sizes at every conceivable price point.
We are happy to educate the consumer on lab-grown or natural diamonds, and we've got price ranges for everybody.
So at Beard's, you're not going to be pushed. You can choose natural or lab-grown. Get an unbiased education from non-commissioned experts and be guaranteed the highest quality and the best price.
We want to sell you something bigger, better for less, and stand behind it 100%.
Discover real value today at Beard's Diamonds, a Jacksonville original in the St. John's Town Center.
We switched to Jordan Creek Pest Control. It's been maybe 6 months or a year now. Sitting on the back porch with Mrs. P and said, man, does our yard look good. Best it's ever looked. So if your lawn is struggling this summer, brown spots, insects, weeds, lawn disease, they can quickly take over when your lawn isn't getting the right care. And Julington Creek Pest Control gives a complete lawn care program, features premium granular fertilizer, not the cheap liquid shortcuts, plus general pest and termite protection as well. Give your lawn the care it deserves. Julington Creek Pest Control, our family serving yours since 1984.
Looking for something different this weekend? Experience the 23rd Annual Jacksonville Tattoo Convention. Meet hundreds of talented tattoo artists, discover one-of-a-kind vendors and artisans, and explore the collector's alley packed with Pokemon, trading cards, sports memorabilia, comics, toys, collectibles. Bring the whole family, enjoy free parking, and take in a beautiful venue. Renaissance Resort at World Golf Village. Tickets are available at the door. For event details, schedules, and everything you need to know, visit setattoo.com.
Listening that fits your schedule perfectly.
Absolutely brilliant.
Go on demand.
Ad-free shows after the live show's end.
How about that? Channel by
Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic and Air Conditioning. Search where you find podcasts.
Joe C. here. I tried playing handyman with my sprinklers and French drain. Ho, ho, ho. And royally failed. So I called Clearwater Irrigation and Drainage. And John Haney came out personally, just like he'll do for you.
You know it. And for a limited time, my good buddy Joe C's coming too.
Huh?
Ain't that right, Joe?
I gotta go to the game.
Go? Go.
Clearwater Irrigation.
At least do this part.
And drainage too.
ClearwaterJacks.com.
Call a timeout for the new Smoke and Honey Melts at Firehouse Subs. Choose flame-seared shaved steak or grilled chicken breast, peppers, caramelized onions, melted provolone, chipotle honey dressing, and mayo. All on a toasted sub roll, only at Firehouse Subs.
Man, I'm going to shoot straight with you. When you replace windows, it's a big investment. It's a big financial commitment. You've got to be sure that you're aligned with the right company. And I'm here to tell you that investment deserves the straight answers you get at Cash Building Material. That's where I got them. Cash Building Material, explain the options, answer my questions, or I better said Mrs. P's questions. Helped us find windows that fit my home and my budget. No pressure, just honest advice. They'll do the same for you. Cash Building Material. Before you buy windows or doors, get a cash quote. Search Cash Building Material and click on the Replacements tab. Cash Building Material. Windows and doors done right. Prosser here. You want to know 3 words you can live by? Job well done. Want to know 3 more? Custom tree surgeons. Those 2 go hand in hand. When summer storms come crashing through or hurricane winds start to blow, Custom Tree Surgeons is always on standby, doing it better than everyone else. No job too big or too small, and always job well done. With Custom Tree Surgeons, call Custom Tree Surgeons or visit them at customtreesurgeons.com.
Instant Keys. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you. For lost or broken keys or nearly any make and model of vehicle, call 722-1111 for Instant Keys locksmith service.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focus, fueled, fearless, Farah.
I'm going to have to get you to one of those.
I'd go.
Oftentimes in Vegas or wherever.
Right. Every year somewhere.
Where was it this year?
Atlanta.
Was it?
Yeah.
You'd be fine with that. You'd be eating wings again, wouldn't you?
You know it.
Yeah.
Me and Lou.
Magic City, here he comes.
Lemon pepper Lou, baby.
Yeah, lemon pepper. Yeah, Magic City, here he comes. In search of maybe, how's your tic-tac toe game?
Yeah, I'm all right.
No, trying to find something he can beat LeBron in, so we're still searching.
Yeah,
Still in search
pickleball.
of.
Oh, no.
No, none
I
of
did
it.
see the.
He's mad because LeBron's already golfing in the 90s, and we've told him he'll never catch him.
I did see the new Jim Nance commercial with Trevor in it.
Oh, yeah? No, I ain't
You didn't see it? So Jim Nance is like walking along, and I forget what the punchline is. It's back or whatever. And like Scattaboo goes running past him and goes, "Hey, Jim." And then, it's like in a neighborhood. And then they go into this like hair salon, and these old ladies are there, 1, 2, and then they play this angel music, and there's Trevor with his hair flowing, saying something to him. So it's good. Trevor got a spot.
Yeah, good.
It's big news. Big news in Jacksonville, Florida, man.
I saw.
Always like that when the local guys get on.
I saw Orlovsky put out a list of like quarterback traits, and he had like 6 categories, and he didn't have Trevor in the top 10 of any of them. Maybe he may have been 10th in one. That's ridiculous.
I can't.
Yeah, I was just. He is the most up and down.
Yeah.
On Trevor of any of the ones that have come along. Yeah. And by the way, what is the? I keep asking like it's theoretical, and the answer is there. Okay, because I'm about to give. I don't like doing this.
All right.
Especially this far out. I don't. Do you want to go ahead and take care of Christmas?
What do you mean?
You want to take care of Christmas in early September? And just put it to bed and just have a joyful fall. Enjoy everything along the way. Take whatever Christmas money you're budgeting for Christmas.
Okay.
And put it on the Jags -7.5 against the Browns at home. I mean, is that game not going to be 41-6?
I mean,
what am I missing here? Myles Garrett's not walking through that door now. This isn't the Cleveland defense can keep you in and give them a puncher's chance.
Yeah. I like that.
And we've been taking shade. Somehow the Browns, who did a whole bunch of nothing again last year, we still have taken shade from them. Like they're ripping us off in these deals and these trades. So let me just go ahead and say Travis Hunter gets a touchdown catch and an interception, and we beat the Browns like a drum. Did you see that quarterback play this weekend from the 2 of them?
Well,
it's too early. And maybe the Browns will get better. I can't see a world where those 2 quarterbacks and that they're ready to stay within 10 points. I exaggerate 41-6, but 7.5. I mean, the Jags can't win that game 28-17.
Yeah, I can win that. Sure, I like that.
I say this, by the way, as embellishment and how confident I am in week 1. I am not actually advising anyone to take their hard-earned money and put it on anyone other than themselves.
Well, it's tough. It's tough.
But if I could go ahead
that opening weekend gets a little quirky. I like to stay away from that.
Yeah, well, as the defending champ of the 5-pack, I'm going to claim first pick, and I'll go ahead and put it on the Jags minus. I'll go with the lock of the year right out of the gates.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's how confident I am. Only because of how it falls. It just seems so. I mean, this is a team that's going to be hungry to get back out there and play after they lost at home in the playoff game. I don't think, because it's the opener, I know it's quirky, I don't think they'll overlook them at all. I think they'll get told how this guy's that other guy's this.
E, do you remember the big old fight at that Beverly Hills Ritzy Steakhouse?
Which one?
We had ladies swinging at each other, man. Fillets getting thrown. I mean, all kinds of heck breaking loose. You didn't see that one?
Was it recent?
Video, yeah.
I think I did, man.
It's
unfortunately,
Ritzy Beverly Hills Steakhouse, Steak 48. Couple of the ladies are serving up their side of the beef, explaining how the birthday celebration turned into a throwdown. It started innocently enough. One of them heard a man at a table nearby speaking Arabic and struck up a conversation, and one of the men later came over and offered to cover the bill.
Oh, nice.
They say another woman was already approaching the table when he made the offer and then sat on his lap.
Ooh.
When the men were ready to leave, one asked them to tell the woman to get off his friend's lap. They tell us they passed along the request and got a physical response, claiming the woman came up from behind, swinging and pulling hair.
What is going
Looks
on?
like there's a couple women trying to score with the dude.
Yeah, man.
Fighting a cat fight. All of a sudden, we're at steak 48, and, we're sitting here cutting into my
filet.
Filet.
Yeah.
My delicious filet. I probably had some little au gratin potatoes.
Ooh, I love au gratin potatoes.
Maybe some asparagus.
Asparagus.
Probably had just had a wedge salad.
A wedge, yeah.
I'm happy.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, I got things flying.
Where was this? The Steak 48. Which one? Where was this?
Beverly Hills.
Oh, wow, California.
Yeah.
Dang.
It was crazy, man.
I saw it on social media.
A couple of ladies are telling what happened here.
Clothes was flying everywhere.
Them girls were out there looking for a man, looking for
a sponsor.
A sponsor.
That's what the kids call it.
Is that what it is?
Sponsor.
Good gracious, man. That was that just happened, man. That just happened. The Gators had a scrimmage this weekend, but nobody really was able to see it. So.
I got a real problem with this, man.
Yeah.
And I like the vibe that Summerall's brought. He's got nothing but compliments and attaboys and pat on the backs. I don't like this one at all. This is a miss by me. And if you don't know the story, yes, they had a scrimmage on Saturday. Perhaps you went looking for some information. It'd be nice to know. So-and-so carried the ball. This quarterback looked better here. This player did that there. Sure, you would like to see that. But then you must think, well, it was a closed scrimmage, so we can't get any of those answers. I mean, some guys just do that. I don't see the need for it myself, but whatever. But no, then you learn that, no, there were 6 handpicked members of the media who were invited to attend the scrimmage, but only on the auspices of they can't report on what they see until after they ask Summerall questions in today's press conference.
Oh, dear.
At the very least, it looks like you're trying to control the narrative. If you wanted to get more cynical about it, you could speak more strongly. This is a miss. Either open it and let dudes write in their Sunday paper what they saw, or keep it closed and explain why it's closed. But to have 6 guys now with this implication that you're controlling the narrative.
Well, here's what my peeps are telling me. Don't overreact. It was just a scrimmage. Philo had the majority of the reps with the 1s. Trammell probably had a little bit better day, but he was going against the 2s. Cormani and Ben Hanks Jr. seem to have solidified as corners, starting corners. The OTs, the offensive tackles, is this kid Boyer and this kid from Stanford who's got the long name. Singleton had the play of the day, a 45-yard bomb from Philo. And 22 had a bad TD drop. That would be Jackson. Micah Mays did not have a good day either. So just some of the notes from the scrimmage that I saw.
I don't like this setup. I don't like inviting 6 guys from the traditional media. First of all, why the 6? I don't know the other 8 or 9, who they are. And then I don't like inviting them under the auspices. Oh, but you can't say anything until you ask us questions. It just does.
A little weird.
It's weird.
A little weird. We got to take a break. A lot going on in the world of sports. We're covering it all for you. This is The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Live streaming from the XL Digital Studios. Brightened by Harbor Dental Care, Jacksonville's first choice for dental emergencies.
I'm Frank Frangie with the Nimnik Nugget. The Florida quarterback situation is interesting. Will it be Aaron Philo or will it be Trammell Jones? Whoever it is, it's the biggest decision John Summerall may ever make. He's got to play so many good quarterbacks this year, Arch Manning, Gunnar Stockton, Trinidad Chambliss, and many, many more, that the Florida quarterback situation is gigantic. Everyone's talking about everything else John Summerall's done, but he better pick the right quarterback. It means that much. I'm Frank Frangie for the Nimnik family of dealerships. Frank Frangie here. The deals at Nimnik Buick GMC have never been better. This month, save up to $16,000 off a new GMC Sierra truck, the kind I drive, and I love it. Or save more than $6,000 on a new Buick SUV. Plus, 0% financing for 60 months is now available. With the largest selection of new Buicks and GMCs in the region, why would you go anywhere else? Shop online at nimnikbuickgmc.com or head to the showroom off Phillips Highway. Great prices, great interest rates. Who takes care of you? Really takes care of you? Nobody but Nimnik. GMC, we are professional grade.
Hey, longer days, warmer nights. A backyard that brings everyone together. Spring and summer in Florida, you got pool days, man. Backyard barbecues, night swims under the stars. Yeah, Hicken here. You know I'm talking about Surfside Pools. They've been doing it for nearly 50 years, man. They create the backdrops for life's best memories. Weekly service and repairs. Thank you, Surfside. Do a great job on the Hicken pool. Remodels, commercial maintenance, and, of course, new pool construction. There's always a Surfside Pool going up in the bay. Surfside does it all. You ready to float happy? Surfsidepools.net. Surfsidepools.net, or give a call, 246-2666, 246-2666. Surfside Pools. Summer starts here. License number CPC 044080.
This is Jeff Middlecoff with Cogent Bank. My associate Ryan Salem and I joined Cogent Bank because we wanted to revolutionize the mortgage business, just like Cogent Bank has revolutionized the banking business. So Ryan Salem and I are able to leverage the power and stability of Cogent Bank to go out and find our clients the best investors, the best products, and the best rates in the entire country for your particular mortgage loan. Of course, you don't have to be a customer at Cogent Bank to take advantage of our mortgage services to buy or refinance your home. We offer jumbo loans, VA, FHA, conventional, and investment loans. At Cogent Bank, we offer mortgages nationwide, so we can help you with a second home or help a family member who lives or is moving to another state. Call Ryan Salem or myself, Jeff Middlecoff, at Cogent Bank today, 904-442-9191, to see how we can help you with any of your mortgage loan needs, whatever or wherever they may be.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, Cogent Bank, NMLS ID 402296, Ryan Salem, NMLS ID 1182429, Jeff Middlecoff, NMLS ID 249086.
Our slogan, Know Before You Blow, applies to more than just DUI cases. Hi, I'm attorney Lee Lockett of Lockett Law. Battery charges can result in jail time and criminal convictions too, so know before you blow a gasket and hit a loved one or a stranger. Drug crimes like possession of marijuana and cocaine will land you in cuffs too, so know before you blow. In a boating under the influence case, you also have the option to blow or not to blow. So know your options. Know before you blow. Go to knowbeforeyouBlow.com now. Offices Jacksonville.
If replacing those old windows has been on your someday list, well, this is the perfect time to make it happen with the end of summer sale at Renewal by Anderson. Buy 4 windows and get the 5th free. Plus, 0 down, no payments, and no interest for 12 months. But this offer ends August 31st. Renewal by Anderson, proud partner of the Florida Gators. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613.
Get ready for an unforgettable night of classic rock with Starship featuring Mickey Thomas. The unmistakable voice of Mickey Thomas and Starship with special guest John Cafferty and the Beaver Brown Band. Sunday, August 23rd at Florida Theater. An evening packed with songs you know and love from 2 legendary acts. Get your tickets now at floridatheater.com.
Got a leaky faucet, a running toilet, a drain that's slowing down? If you've been meaning to call a plumber, now's the perfect time to call Duck Duck Rooter. Schedule any plumbing service during August, and while our technician is already at your home, we'll include a free water heater inspection. It's just one more way we deliver the Duck Duck standard. Honest recommendations, fair upfront pricing, and no surprises. If you're calling a plumber anyway, why not get a little bit more while we're there? When you're stuck, call the Duck. 904-862-6769 or duckduckrooter.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
I have a question for you two learned football minds.
Yes, sir. I am a learned football mind.
I'm going to say, okay, let's imagine the team that we're talking about is a good team.
Uh-huh.
Like just an average good, a 10-win team.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
How would they do in these first 12 games? Okay.
Okay.
Just tell me how. I'll read through them and just tell me how this schedule strikes you.
Okay.
On the scale of difficulty.
Okay.
At Pittsburgh,
mm-hmm.
Home against Carolina, at Green Bay,
mm-hmm.
at New Orleans,
mm-hmm.
home against the Ravens, home
mm-hmm.
against the Bears, home against the Niners, at Tampa Bay,
mm-hmm.
home against the Bengals, home against the Chiefs, at Minnesota, home against Detroit.
I mean,
doesn't seem overly tough?
No.
Okay.
No. I mean, listen, it's, again, NFL, every week is tough, but that schedule is manageable.
If you're a good team.
Yeah.
Because, I mean,
those 3 home games in a row you said, but at least they're at home. They're good teams. But early on,
Well, those are week 6, 7, and 8.
Yeah, but
or
early
5, 6, and 7.
Give me the first couple. You like
at Pittsburgh, a team
at Pittsburgh's fine.
Team you've beaten one time in your franchise history is an aside. You don't know that about the generic
I don't know
team.
that.
But at Pittsburgh, I think out Pittsburgh is it would be a tough out for anyone in this first game against the Steelers with a new coach. Anyway, it's the Falcons schedule.
Yeah.
The first 3, let's look at it this way. Yeah, you got those 3 home games against 3 teams that are better than you probably, but 3 of the first 4 on the road, at Pittsburgh, at Green Bay, at New Orleans. So if you better win that, you better win that Carolina game at home, and they're the defending division champs.
8-9 though.
Or you're 0-4.
8-9.
I hear you, which was better than whatever you were because you didn't win the division.
Yeah.
And by the way, with Tua and/or Penix,
do you think that's a tough schedule?
I think.
Do you think it's like a murderer's row schedule?
I think that 12 games is harder than the Jags' first 12.
Okay.
Without going by him.
Do you think that's a tough schedule, E?
Based off the parameters that Jeff gave us, I gave at least 9 wins out of that. You get 9
at
wins.
Pittsburgh, at Green Bay, Baltimore, Chicago, San Francisco, at Tampa, Cincinnati, at Kansas City, at Minnesota, Detroit.
Yeah. It gets tougher, but the beginning part you got to manage. You got to win.
You got to have to win at least a road game.
And by the way, they're not really ready to win because Tua didn't look great, and Penix is coming back. So
right.
And here you go. But you're sitting there with Bijan and
you got
Drake
it right,
London.
And look, it's to your point. It's the league.
Yeah.
I explain this one to me while we're on this topic, and we'll get off it quick. I know it's not that broad.
Yeah.
Where in the league offices?
Mm-hmm.
Do you look at the Atlanta Falcons schedule and say, yeah, we should probably put them in primetime, week 3, week 4, and week 5? The Atlanta Falcons will play.
Well, it's because of Bijan.
Is it?
Yeah. I mean, it's yeah. Why not?
Well, that's the only 3 they've got. They put them 3 weeks in a row.
And who are they playing?
They've
good teams.
They're at Green Bay. That's a Thursday nighter.
Everybody loves Green Bay.
At New Orleans, that's a Monday nighter, and then a Sunday nighter at home against the Ravens. That could be an ugly look for the Falcons nationwide if they don't bring their A game.
You once made this comment, and I've never quite forgiven you.
Okay.
For it.
Could be one of a number of things flash into my head. So
if I remember correctly, you said Mama June was attractive.
No, that's not true.
We had this conversation.
That's a bit, but
he liked Honey Boo Boo's mom, Mama June.
Goodness.
Thought she was attractive.
Not true at all.
And so I've got this picture of Mama June's daughter, Pumpkin.
Pumpkin has grown up, has she? Is Pumpkin the little one? No, Honey Boo Boo's the little. Pumpkin is the older one.
Pumpkin's a stripper.
Okay, I can't. If I remember Pumpkin, she ain't making much money.
Well, think again. What do they call these? Racks or
racks?
stack?
They call it both racks and stacks.
She's holding them up like not big, like bigger than Big Macs.
Oh, okay.
I mean, yeah.
Bankroll.
Yeah. 2 massive stacks after another weekend on the road.
Oh, Pumpkin getting that cake.
Pumpkin showed off the hall on the gram, posing inside a Lust Gentlemen's Club.
Ow!
With thick wads of bills in both hands and,
Pumpkin getting that money.
Pumpkin is not.
What backwoods roadhouse strip club is Pumpkin in? Because
Lust.
I can't imagine an establishment of the such staying in business employing 12 pumpkins.
Your girl, Mama June, recently told us she wasn't judging Pumpkin's new career path.
But she should.
But she warned all money ain't good money.
Oh, Pumpkin getting to that money.
Bro, you don't know who Pumpkin is. When I tell you that this is the wrong line of work,
it's the wrong line of work.
It's the wrong line of work.
Let me go check Pumpkin out.
Yeah,
man.
come check. You want to come check
here.
Pumpkin out?
Yeah.
Yeah, this isn't.
Yeah. I don't know. You can pick any of them. There's not a good one.
I got a couple shots of Pumpkin here.
There's Pumpkin for you.
There's
Come on.
There's your girl,
what are we
Pumpkin.
Doing? Yeah.
Wow. Well, good for her.
Yeah.
Look
I
at
don't
this
know.
one. Look at
It's
this
fake. There's no way that she made money.
That's Pumpkin.
Yeah.
That's real video right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Pumpkin.
Yeah. Yeah. There's just no way that's accurate.
Yeah.
He's holding those. She's like an influencer. They got fake cash there or something. That's Hollywood money. I don't know what it is, but
he is a veteran of the circuit.
Okay, frequent. Yeah,
that's
sure.
I'm asking you. That's not.
No.
Yeah.
One of these things is not like the other.
Okay.
We'll just say that.
Pumpkin ain't cutting it.
Pumpkin, come on.
All right. we all have our expectations for now, but I also believe we'll agree we're kind of opening a real window here of the next, if things continue to progress the next 4 or 5 years. You feel like the Jags are entering their window to win a chip. We asked James Gladstone. I think he kind of agreed that, yeah, we're in a window here.
Okay.
ESPN is going to take us into the near future with their NFL future power rankings, stacking all 32 based on expectations, not for this year, but for 27 through 29.
Okay.
Shouldn't we fare well in this list, considering our age and our quarterback and our coach?
Yeah.
Let's take a look when we return. It's the Next Gen Roofing Monday on The Drill.
That's a tease.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Your turn is next. Call it, text it, drop it in the chat. If you've got something to say, holler at Hacker. Monday nights from 8 to 10 on 1010XL.
Hey, gang, Hickett here from my friends at Beaches Dermatology. You know what time of the year it is, gang. It's summertime, and that sun is out, and it is blazing. And Beaches Dermatology just wants to remind you, man, protect that skin. Protect that skin. You know, when your guy went for his walk yesterday in the bay, floppy hat, protect those ears, man. You can feel it. You can feel it on your legs. Long sleeve dry fits, always when we're on the walk in the bay. Otherwise, if something does pop up, go get it checked out. Go to beachesdermatology.com. Make an appointment. I see Doctors Boudreaux, Doctors Metz, Dr. Fader with the Mohs surgery at the Solana Road location. I appreciate them. They've been watching me, taking care of me for years. You know, for all your skincare needs and all your skincare products. It's Beaches Dermatology via beachesdermatology.com.
What defines a hero? Dedication, loyalty, courage. Every day at AMCO, we serve heroes. For over 60 years, we've repaired and maintained the most critical public service vehicles. From complex transmissions to simple brake jobs with flexible financing and the extra safety precautions we need. The heroes we serve don't all wear uniforms. They're people like you. At AMCO, we're proud to serve all of you. AA MCO.
Money tight? We can finance almost anybody. Find the AMCO transmissions nearest you at amcojacksonville.com.
Firefighters, paramedics, police officers, they take care of us, and at AMCO, we're proud to take care of them. For over 60 years, we've repaired and maintained the most critical public service vehicles. As an essential business, we work on every kind of car repair with flexible financing and extra safety precautions. Essential, reliable, trusted. That's the men and women who are there for us, and it's our honor to be there for them. AA MCO.
Family owned and operated in Jacksonville, Orange Park, St. Augustine, and St. Mary's, Georgia. AMCO Transmissions and Total Car Care.
In this age of globalization, we've learned that bigger isn't always better. Ever tried to get phone help from a big corporation? From a real person? Good luck. That is what's so nice about Mike Merritt's Heating and Air. Unlike publicly traded conglomerates with headquarters in faraway cities, Mike Merritt's Heating and Air remains family-owned and operated by Mike, your neighbor. Mike Merritt has delivered hometown service, integrity, and pricing for generations. The big guys incentivize their techs to sell you new equipment. Mike's team emphasizes repair first. We only sell you equipment if your current equipment is worn out and beyond repair. And let's be honest about price. Small operations without much overhead can sometimes lowball your job, but you can't trust just anyone with a truck. They may be here today and gone tomorrow. Mike Merritt has been keeping North Florida cool for more than 3 decades. That's experience and dedication you can count on. Call today or see us on the web.
Florida license number CAC 050384.
Your school matters.
Recap this week's high school football games with Hacker and Trent Osborne.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialist Friday Night Lights.
Presented by Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic and Air Conditioning on 1010XL.
Brian and Angela Wall here with Window World. Hurricanes happen in Florida. That's not news. But what happens even more often than hurricanes are home break-ins. And if security is important to you, you might want to look into hurricane-rated impact windows.
What you may not know is that hurricane-rated impact windows not only help protect your home in case of a hurricane, but they also offer another level of security for your home.
Have you seen those videos on YouTube that show people trying to break through an impact window? A thief is way too lazy to spend his energy trying to break through one of our impact windows. That's why he doesn't have a real job like you. He'd rather break your non-impact window while you're at work. Window World has high-quality, very affordable hurricane-rated impact windows to help protect your home from hurricanes and from lazy thieves.
Call us today at 904-443-7001. Get a free estimate and see for yourself. You save energy, get more security, and the windows add value to your home. With all Window World windows, you get the best guarantee in the window replacement business.
Window World,
simply the best for less.
And thank you for your business.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
How bright is the Jaguars' future? I think we all are feeling pretty optimistic around these parts, and
Yes,
we'll
we
feel
are.
especially optimistic if we can follow up. I think we can all get a little guilty, me especially, of taking things for granted. And they'll be a 10-win team at least, and be back in the playoffs. And got to go do it. Let's say they continue anywhere near their arc. Say they go 11-6.
Mm-hmm.
And they're a wild card, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I think we would feel going into the following year even better than we feel this year. Let's see what ESPN thinks. Future power rankings, how all 32 franchises stack up beyond this year. It factors in each team's future quarterback, roster, front office, and coaching situations. I would think we would check that off pretty good at quarterback, front office, and although the front office, again, when it comes to proven moves, they wait to be seen. The drafts have to, mature. But anyway, here we are. I am gonna. First of all, we want to guess. I mean, it's hard to know what
what do we guess?
Future power rankings from 27 to 29.
Where are
Power
the Jags?
rankings. Yeah,
We're
do we
top
think?
10.
I think we're top 10 also. I think we should be.
All right, I'll take.
I don't know enough about the youth of others, but I
Yeah.
would think that Denver and New England would both be in there.
Fairly young team.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
There's nobody. Who on our team will age out before 29? Is there anybody?
Like
Armstead.
contributors? Armstead, Foyer.
Yeah, Foyer.
Foyer.
Foyer will be gone.
That's it.
I think that's it.
JHA still going.
Murray.
Murray.
Yeah, those guys.
Yeah,
they will.
All right.
All right.
Look, this is almost depends on if these rankings favor Trevor. I mean, some
Right.
rankings will put Trevor 6, some will put him 15. I mean, who are you going to?
Hopefully, we find a running back in the next 3 years.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
BTJ takes off. We're really in good stead.
All right, so they asked their panel of experts that includes Louis Riddick to
Lou
rate
Riddick.
each team's quarterback situation, remaining roster makeup, front office, and coaching staff using this scale: 100, A plus, elite; 90 to 99, A, great; 80 to 89, B, very good, and down the list.
All right, talk to me.
After averaging the results,
Who's number one?
the categories are weighted. Quarterback is 20%, roster 30, front office 25, coaching 25,
Who's
and
number
away we go. The number one team, overall score 88.7, Seattle.
Ooh, that's good spot to be in if you just won a Super Bowl.
Overall roster excluding quarterback, number one, they say. Quarterback is 16.
Why you look puzzled?
Because the first thing that came to my mind was
Darnold.
quarterback.
Yeah.
Right.
But he's got 3 years easy.
Well, here's why they ranked as high as they did. They were number one in overall roster, number 3 in coaching, number 2 in front office.
You know, it's funny. People you're still not sure
Yeah.
on Sam Darnold. You still,
And the Seahawks.
you remember like a 5-pick game last year against the Rams or something. You know, you're just not quite 100% all in, although you should be. But
Number 2.
Yeah.
Philadelphia Eagles.
Damn it, Howie. Damn you, Howie.
Overall roster 2, front office 1.
Yeah.
They got quarterback 14 and coach 15. I don't think you can be 14 quarterback, 15 coach and be number 2 overall.
No.
Those
Yeah.
are too valuable.
No.
All right, number 3,
Yeah, talk to me.
Detroit Lions.
I don't believe that.
Another one.
I think their
I will
window's
say
closed.
this: we're not riding the quarterback ranking because this is another who's he's 13. They've got Jared Goff at.
That's terrible. That's disrespectful. Jared Goff is a top 10 quarterback.
Here's why they are as high as they are. It's young players: Gibbs, Campbell, Sewell, Hutchinson, Amon-Ra, St. Brown, all really young players. That anyway. Number 4, Denver Broncos. Number 5, L.A. Rams.
L.A. Rams.
And quarterback they have at 24. That doesn't mean they think Stafford is
Right.
24th right now. It's just the succession plan has
Yeah.
got to be proven. So 5 for the Rams.
Wow.
6 for the Patriots.
All right, this is not making a lot of sense.
7 for
Patriots are young. I like the Patriots.
the 7
Drake
for
May.
the Packers.
Yeah.
8 for the Texans.
Yeah.
9 for the Ravens.
Son of a beast.
10 for the Chargers.
God
Chiefs are 11. Bears are 12.
Yeah, where are we? If the Bears are 12, where are we?
13.
We always are.
Who's right next to them?
Overall roster, excluding quarterback, 8.
Man.
Quarterback,
I can't do this.
12. Coaching, 9. Front office, 14.
Yeah, I'm not saying put us in the Super Bowl.
Well, I will say this. 13 is a playoff team.
Yeah.
But let's see what that would be in the AFC, by the way. It would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Wild card.
7. 7th. 7th. So, yeah, it will be at the bottom of the playoff contention according to their future rankings. These bastards.
I've been talking about this guy for a long time, and it's another one of these it's kind of like the Jaden Daniels. This guy is so beloved, and they just try to find anything positive.
Was it Odell?
Yeah,
I knew it.
2 for 6,
I knew it.
And they say, hey, he can still get open. 2 for 6.
I mean, to be fair, I was watching some of those highlights.
What are we doing?
To be fair, I was watching the highlights, bro. He was open all game.
Was he?
Oh, man, he was open.
All right.
He was open. But again, he was running with like the fifth stringers,
Yeah.
bro.
I mean, Odell, what are you doing, Chief? Let's move on.
He is loved, man.
God, they love Odell. They love Odell Beckham. I mean, he's done.
Isn't he? Well, it got to be 30s, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, early 30s.
When's the last time Odell had a year? Honestly,
Oh,
19,
the Super Bowl
18?
year.
Is it? Yeah, I mean for the
With
Rams,
the
and he got hurt.
Uh-huh.
He got hurt in the Super Bowl, didn't he?
like
The Super Bowl.
That wasn't
No,
like
that was 60 catches.
yeah,
or something.
that wasn't like
the last time he had a number 1 receiver year.
Oh, man.
The Browns 74 for 1,000 yards. Odell really had two years in his career. It was his
really
first
did.
2.
Yeah.
I mean, that guy is parlayed, man.
His first 2 years, bro.
First 2 years, and then he
got hurt, right?
He got hurt, and he was never the same. I mean, he went from a 90, 1,500-yard guy to a 70,000-yard guy, and then he got hurt again. But the Rams this year, he had 27 catches.
And he was always odd, right? He was always in the news for stuff he didn't want to be the news for.
Yeah.
But he somehow, like you said, not only survives, seems to thrive.
21 Browns, 21 Rams, 22 out, 23 Ravens, 24 Dolphins, 25 out, 26 Giants.
What did he have any catches in any of those years? What's that
9 for the Dolphins for 55 yards.
What are we doing?
Caught 35 for the Ravens in 23.
Sure, huge year.
Always open on the curl.
Always open in the
All
flats.
right, it's time for the 9 o'clock hour here on a Monday
We're gonna
morning.
get nasty.
Well, it's brought to you by Next Gen Roofing. We'll
Let's
see.
do it. We've already been sort of nasty today, if you think about it.
Oh, pumpkin.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Because touchdowns are more fun.
Pump fakes left, now throws it over the middle. Touchdown! 3 touchdowns tonight.
1010XL.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Hey, don't buy a diamond in Jacksonville until you check out Beard's Diamonds. Hicken here, you're going to see a much bigger selection. Higher quality than those chain store diamonds, and you'll get a better price. Beard's is different, man. It's Jacksonville, locally owned for more than 40 years. Say hi to the Lupos when you go in. Amazing reputation. Ask around for value, honesty, and transparency. Man, do they take care of the locals. Free lifetime warranty, free maintenance, free sizing, free cleaning, free insurance appraisals. They don't nickel and dime you. Everything's included at no charge. Beers loves our local heroes in uniform. Military, police, firefighters, nurses, 25% off every day, every purchase. And here's something cool. Nobody at Beards is paid on commission, so there's no pressure to sell you or upsell you. So take my advice and visit Beards. Get to know how the local owners. Let them teach you the inside tricks on how to buy a diamond the smart way. Not just engagement rings, case after case of gorgeous everyday jewelry. So shop local, shop Beards, and get so much more for your money. Beards Dimes at the St. John's Town Center.
This summer, Hard Rock Bet has the hottest baseball betting odds in Florida. Vig, juice, fee, whatever you call it, we're cutting it. It's the 10-cent summer sale. That's flat 10-cent lines for winner, spread, and over-under pregame bets. Same bets, better odds. This August, only on Hard Rock Bet.
Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Valid for money line, spread and over, under pregame markets with odds between -250 and +250 only. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about your gambling? Call or text 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
When you want to know what's happening in Gainesville, roll with a Gator Report.
I'm Kyle Markowitz. Listen for updates on Florida Gators athletics several times a week on 1010XL.
Built by Cash Building Materials.
Instant Keys is turning 25. A quarter century of saving the day when your keys mysteriously vanish.
Seriously, it was just in my pocket.
Or when that remote fob decides to quit working.
The dealership is such a hassle.
For 25 years, Instant Keys has been the go-to locksmith service for car keys, house keys, transponders, re-keys, and even high-tech smart locks. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you for honest, professional locksmith service. Use Instant Keys.
Home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
There's no doubt that we were in good hands when our son's shoulder and hip issues were diagnosed quickly by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. No matter what your orthopedic issue is, let Southeast Orthopedic Specialists take a look. You'll be glad you did.
David Garrard here. I've had the PRP treatment from Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, and my knees are really doing well. Platelet-rich plasma treatment may be the answer for whatever is hurting you.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
If you've been in an auto accident, you can count on the experts at San Jose Collision to return your vehicle to pre-accident conditions. San Jose Collision can also provide a fresh paint job to freshen up your vehicle or completely change its appearance. They can paint and repair all foreign and domestic cars and trucks. When quality and professionalism are important to you, trust San Jose Collision in Mandarin.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Amco Transmissions. CBS Sports' Pete Briscoe highlighted what the return of Travis Hunter means.
One of the key things will be stickier coverage, and I think getting Travis Hunter back as a starting cornerback will make that stickier.
Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp fell to Syracuse on Sunday, dropping 4 of 6 during the homestand. Team is off today before opening a road series Tuesday in Memphis. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
Currently, it's 9:06 and it's 83 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller. Stay tuned because it's the 9 o'clock nasty, and it's coming up next right here on 1010XL and 92.5 FM.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
I'm fed, feeling X-rated. It's Mr. Nasty time. Oh, Mr. Nasty time. The nasty time.
Naughty girls need love.
Even pumpkins need love. Or some sort of validation. We're back here. It's a Next Gen Roofing Monday on the drill. We went to break telling you the future power rankings for seasons 27 to 29, at least according to ESPN, using overall roster, excluding the quarterback position, coaching, front office. I will give you a little description on how the Jags landed 13th in this particular ranking. Reason for hope: after years of close but not quite, quarterback Trevor Lawrence finally looked like the prince who was promised in the back half of last year, his first under Liam Cohen. They're suddenly deep at positions, at the positions such as wide receiver and cornerback. If James Gladstone's solutions at offensive line hold, the Jags will have all the features of a yearly contender. Reason for concern: there's something to be said for having conviction in your process as a GM. Sometimes that includes going against the grain. The projected value that Gladstone received in his selections in round 2 and 3 of the draft remain to be seen, as I have my doubts about the long-term prospects of that draft overall. Nugget to know to further Louis Riddick's point, and that's about the draft. The Jaguars' 2026 draft ranked 3rd worst of any team in the past 10 years based on publicly available draft grades. The 2 drafts that graded lower: the 2020 Packers, led by Jordan Love in the first round, and the 2017 Bears, led by Mitch Trubisky in round 1. Bold prediction: Lawrence will finish in the top 6 of QBR over these 3 seasons combined. Despite how he finished in 25, he still has plenty of doubters, but I think it's possible Lawrence has been held back some by the combination of O-line coaching and drops. You think? With the current iteration of the Jags, he is supported. So there you go. And by the way, some of the quote, future teams they'd be ahead of: the Niners, the Bills. Is anyone buying the Bills as 15? This is dumb. This is a dumb list.
No, it's dumb.
You got the Bills 15 in the power. That means they're a non-playoff team from 27 to 29.
Get them out of here.
Yeah, that's dumb.
Adam Schnippner.
Schefter.
On January 29th of 2021, Adam Schefter, yes, posted this fun little hypothetical question. Would the Houston Texans and Jacksonville Jaguars be willing to trade Deshaun Watson for the number 1 pick?
Oh.
Watson to Jacksonville, Trevor Lawrence to Houston. Fair? That would not have gone over well, huh? Boy, we'd still be in the justice.
I've been watching yesterday. I had guys, quote unquote experts, the same one that graded this draft, I suppose, that said there was a fine line between Trevor Lawrence and Zach Wilson.
No, they didn't.
You remember? He went 2.
Oh. Way back when.
I'm saying when they came out, you're trying to tell me. I mean, that's along the lines. There wasn't a big, the consensus fell on
Zach
Trevor.
Wilson was the workout rise.
He went number
guy.
2 overall.
Yeah.
This kid's like 3rd string on a preseason game. He's playing meaningful minutes in a game. Our guys over there with the headphones in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been an awful trade. I would not have been in for that then either. Even with what Deshaun was doing, I wouldn't have done that. I would have wanted to keep that pick.
Mm-hmm.
Despite Schefter's speculations. This what I can't. This is beyond the 9 o'clock nasty. What I've been sent. Did you see this text somebody sent? And they've got a post about something done to fast food. Oh, good Lord,
it's nasty.
Oh no, it's beyond. And I wouldn't want to do it because I love fast food, so I'm not trying to bang on anybody. I wouldn't say specifically which chain this happened at, but that's just beyond all human decency what this involved. Huh?
He's chuckling. He's losing it.
I just read the first sentence.
Yeah, that's all I had to do. I didn't watch a bit of it. I don't want to see that the play-by-play of that description, but I mean, you should have to go to jail for a number of years for something like that. Anyway, I'll just leave it at that.
Oh dear. Where did it happen? What fast food chain?
I don't want to say. It's just this is on a this is on a person. I mean, this ain't
on the chain, on the food chain.
I will say this. Did you guys? I know they posted this on the text line, and I saw it yesterday. The high school soccer game in South Dakota,
where they
take that stuff serious up there.
What happened?
Man, dudes, like this is South Dakota,
right?
I mean, I don't think they've turned out like Messi and Ronaldo in South Dakota, have they?
Right, probably not.
Mbappe from South Dakota?
No, the South
Dakota. They take that stuff serious up there or what? Kids running down the sideline and the other kids running, they just collide. And the little tumble, and the one guy gets up and kicks him and then just start pounding him.
Dang.
We're talking high school soccer, bro. That's assault, man. You got to be done. You can't play anymore.
It's bad blood.
I didn't know if it was, maybe it was the rivals. Maybe it was like the Roadrunners and the Coyotes.
Did you have a high school, either one of you, that you had special angst with and that you did scrap at any point?
Fleming Island was like our little brothers.
Like if you ran out to the Fleming Island boys on the weekend somewhere, it was a problem?
Yeah, it was kind of like that.
High school posturing thing, right?
And then
like
also
one more than others?
Yeah, Ridgeview was like that too. If we ran into each other the weekend. Ridgeview?
By the way.
Yeah.
I hate to say this.
Talk to me.
I will. Again.
We had our first Lockett Law High School report. Had a new coach.
Yeah.
New player.
Yeah.
Boys were excited. The youngster said, come on out and watch. We'll show you tonight.
He did. He did.
Gainesville 35, Ridgeview nothing.
Ridge, what?
Did you go watch?
Gotta do a little bit better than that, guys. Here we go. Come on. I'm still rooting for you, though. Let's go. Let's go.
Coming at you hard.
Jags have made some news.
Word right now is spreading to the high school community. Don't go on the High School Report.
Well, that spread last year, remember?
No, I don't. Don't remind me.
Parker Hughes, 7th round draft pick.
Okay.
IR.
All right.
IL. He done. We've signed Timothy McKay, linebacker Balin Spector, placed linebacker Parker Hughes on the reserve injured list, and waived tight end Ethan Connor.
Damn it, Ethan.
Jags are doing stuff.
Yeah, if you were among, like, the 23 frontline players didn't play, right? And, I mean, and I had the list earlier. I mean, here's the way I approached it, and I've watched the game since, but, like, being out of town and not able to watch the game and just seeing the score at the end and then knowing that the top 23 or 23, were held out of the game, and then the number really ended up being close to 30. I said, all right, you're telling me none of our frontline players played and we won? Okay, that's enough. However they got there or whatever happened.
That was it.
But, I mean, think about your Jacksonville Jaguars, and we'll just Trevor Lawrence, Travis Hunter, Brian Thomas, Jacoby Myers, Parker Washington, Josh Hines Allen, Trayvon Walker, Foye Oluokun, Monteric Brown, Jordan Lewis, Jarian Jones, Quinn Allen Jr., Chris Rodriguez, Bashal Tootin, Amir Abdullah, Antonio Johnson, Eric Murray, Jalen McLeod, Dennis Gardeck, Jack Kaiser, Devon Hamilton, Patrick McCarry. And that doesn't even count Walker Little, Cole Van Lannon. That is a significant, I don't want to say lack of talent. You got talent behind you, but I mean, that's like every premier player. So if you're going to, I wouldn't get too worried one way or the other. They could have lost 34-0 and I wouldn't have felt any different about the opener, I guess is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We talked earlier about how our mentality on preseason and whether or not the players, whether or not to play him has changed. I'll give you another along the same line. Compared to like 1995 when we came in the league and started covering the Jags all the way through, maybe into the last couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
I can't tell you how unimportant the final score of a preseason game is to me.
How important?
How unimportant.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the win, loss, you'd like to win. I mean, there's
I will
always
say this, though. There's definitely something, no matter of what you say.
I've lost that, though.
Well, you may have, but the team hasn't.
No, I got
you.
you.
The way they all got around Jabbar Muhammad after he made the play, the Cohen, the smiles in the locker room, it's just a different. You go in there, you win. It's even in the preseason. There's something
for them,
different.
sure.
Yeah,
for them.
Yeah,
I'm saying I used to care. I mean, I'd say I know what. I'm not saying it never was.
I don't care if I'm degenerating.
Well, that could be.
That's the only reason I. Otherwise,
what happened on our what would the Ravens under have done? Remember, or was it the Ravens winning in the preseason? Which one? What didn't the Ravens?
No, the Ravens won like 18, 20 in a row.
And then they finally lost.
They lost one last year.
Did they lose this weekend? They've got
I think
that.
They beat the Eagles, didn't they?
Is it who's their rookie receiver?
24 consecutive preseason wins from 16 to 23.
Okay, so that ended a few years ago.
Yeah. Austin Reed just had twin girls, and St. Augustine High quarterback ran in a touchdown for Baltimore this weekend.
They have his name. It's Lane. Is it Jacoby Lane?
Jacoby Lane.
Where's he from? Where'd he play? SC. Okay. God, boy. The heat should be on Lincoln Riley.
You know who had 2 sacks?
Because you got Mekhi Lemon went in round 1, receiver from USC. You got this guy flashing from USC, and they have a good quarterback. So
you know, 2 sacks for Tampa this weekend.
2. Caleb on Chason.
No,
I don't even know if that's who he plays for.
Former Gator.
I did see this actually. It's is it Gums?
Nope.
Is it a recent or is it a recent?
Last year. Played at LSU last year.
Oh, Pyburn
Pyburn
had 2 sacks for the Bucks.
Pyburn.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Water under the bridge now. They both they were terrible. They wouldn't have been any better with Pyburn last year, and LSU didn't do anything. So all right.
Yeah. All right, we'll take a break. Keep it rolling. This is The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
He's a Seminole that's still academically eligible.
Get the world by the tail and wrap it around and pull it down and put it in my pocket.
Rick Ballou.
We're going to show this world a thing or two.
Evenings on 1010XL.
Frank Francie here. The deals at Nimnik Buick GMC have never been better. This month, save up to $16,000 off a new GMC Sierra truck, the kind I drive, and I love it. Or save more than $6,000 on a new Buick SUV. Plus, 0% financing for 60 months is now available. With the largest selection of new Buicks and GMCs in the region, why would you go anywhere else? Shop online at NimnikBuickGMC.com or head to the showroom off Phillips Highway. Great prices, great interest rates. Who takes care of you? Really takes care of you? Nobody but Nimnik. GMC, we are professional grade.
You know, Scotty Scheffler this weekend will be a perfect example of what Kalshi offers you when it comes to the predictive market. Scotty Scheffler was 16 cents when it was when his initial prices came out. Look, you didn't have to ride it out if you didn't want to. He had shot all the way up to 69 cents going in to the final round. If you're the type that just wants to go ahead and take your profit on that trade, then go ahead and do it there, or you can hold it. And it turned out to be easy money. But when it comes to predictions, Kalshi is where you want to be. And right now you can get a bonus. So I'll tell you more about that in a second. But, hey, maybe you would like to go ahead and project and predict which team will make the playoffs. You know, right now the Jaguars are trading at a probability that means $100 trade would pay you out over $200. So whether it's the NFL, college football, and everywhere in between, on Kalshi, you're trading against peers in a live market, meaning there's no house. And as the probability changes, you can buy into your position. Download the Kalshi app. Use code 1010. You'll get $10 when you trade 10.
At Capital Glass and Shower Doors, they can also replace foggy or damaged glass. You don't have to change the whole window. Contact Capital Glass and Shower Doors, and they replace the glass at a fraction of the cost of replacing the entire window. You'll get a new look and a clear view without the hassle. Stop by their brand new showroom in St. Augustine, right off of 16 by the Outlet Mall, or visit capcoglass.com. CAPCO glass.com.
Make more birdies with pointers from the pros on Brunch with the Tour with Dan Hicken and Jeff Prosser.
Tour news, tips, and inside info.
Teed up on Clearwater Irrigation and North Florida Medical Centers. Tuesday morning at 8:30.
Insurance companies have teams of lawyers working to protect their bottom line. I'm Chris Campione of Campione Law, and you deserve someone just as focused on protecting your bottom line. We go head-to-head with insurance companies every day, and they know our name. Giving you peace of mind and delivering results is our job. With no fees unless we win, there's no risk to get the help you need. Visit CampioneLaw.com. Offices, Jacksonville and St. Augustine.
Count on Campione, Campione Law. Checkmate.
I'm Brendan Cecilia, founder of Checkmate Coatings.
And I'm Chester, Checkmate's chessman, and you may be surprised, newfound fan of American football.
Really? You?
Absolutely. Listen to this. Duval!
It's Duval, Chester. Duval.
That's what I said. Duval!
Vol. Vol.
Vol. The point is, Brendan, with football season approaching and friends dropping by your house to watch the games, there's no better time to spiff up your garage with a beautiful, durable, polymer-coated floor.
We can even do it in team colors for the real fans out there.
Oh, that is a good idea.
A garage floor your friends will love?
Check. In a color that makes you proud?
Check. Installed by locals who can actually pronounce Duval?
Checkmate!
Transforming your floors, making them great. Checkmate.
Visit CheckmateCoatings.com. That's CheckmateCoatings.com.
Jacksonville homes are selling, but it could take months and a low price, lower than you want to sell. It could. Doesn't have to. Getting top price means aggressive marketing, and Chad and Sandy Newman are the Jacksonville experts who've proven systems that are going to drive demand and sell your home. So if you need to sell now, Chad and Sandy get instant offers. Fast, easy, stress-free. Max price. They're going to aggressively market. And whether you're buying or selling, fast or max, Chad and Sandy have the proven plan guaranteed. How's this for a bottom line? Chad and Sandy guarantee your home sold at an agreed-upon price and deadline, or they'll buy it. No required costs and repairs. Pick your move date, agree, and move on. Keith in Atlantic Beach. I wanted to move my parents closer. They needed a lot of help getting their home ready for sale. Finding a new one. Medical issues made things even more challenging. I called Chad and Sandy because I heard their stories on the radio. The Chad and Sandy team, compassionate and professional, and got the job done. My folks' home sold the very first weekend for $1.2 million. Call Chad and Sandy today.
This is Frank Frangie. Planning a summer road trip? Before you load up the family and hit the highway, make sure your tires are ready for the miles ahead. Big Chief Tire now offers special online-only tire pricing. giving you access to the best tire deals when you shop through their website. It's an easy way to save money and drive with confidence this summer. Shop online and schedule installation at WeKeepJacksRollin.com. Your next road trip starts with the right tires.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
It is now even more than an unwritten rule. If you are at a baseball game and say you got a foul ball once, then you recently get one a couple last 5 years or so.
I was with my own kids, so the rule was very beneficial.
But the rule is this. If you get a foul ball, you have to give it to a kid.
100%.
You have to give it to a kid.
And you should want to. What are you going to do with it?
No, you should, but no, is there anything wrong with wanting to get?
What about this, though?
I mean, I'm 50. I'm
What if your
63
kid is
years
there?
old. Well, I'm 63 years old. I've never gotten a foul ball. Wouldn't it be neat to get a foul ball?
Wouldn't you keep it? I guess my point is,
but
if you,
I kind of get it if the guy wants to keep it. It doesn't bother me.
The exception, I guess, yeah, correct. The only
I saw a Twins fan he made a great catch. Twins fan Phillies, right?
Yeah.
Twins fan goes up, grabs it. And I think the joy for him was just making the catch and everybody cheering him.
Mm-hmm.
And then he looks down three seats. There's a little, 7-year-old.
Sure. Tosses it to the kid.
To the kid. That's cool, but I don't think it should be I don't know if it should be a rule.
I would do it. I'm with you, but I could see somebody who's a lifelong baseball fan and they've gone to a bunch of games.
What if it's their favorite player?
Right.
Right. What if it's a favorite player?
Yeah.
I have no problem.
Sometimes there's other reasons, and yet you know how the Karens will jump on them.
I will keep it out of rule status, but I think
I feel like it's a rule now. Though.
I think, that's almost like I got another one too. I don't like this one either, but you're there and the opposing team hits a home run and you get the ball and they shame you into throwing it back.
A lot of times guys will bring a ball, put it in their pocket, and switch a route.
Yeah, they do.
They do.
Yeah. In fact, there's video. This is a great video. There's a little kid. He's about 13 or 14. He's sitting close to the front row of a major league game, and there's three 20-something-year-old good-looking women behind him, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so he catches a foul ball. They bounce one. He makes a great catch, and everyone's excited. And you see him slip the foul ball in the scene. He pulls out another ball, and he turns around and he gives it to the ladies behind him. Yeah. Meanwhile, he's got the foul ball tucked into the old waistband there. You go, player.
Playa. But anyway, it's just Jags got a W. They're back on the field right now, getting ready, getting in some work. Practice underway for the Jags. They'll go through it. And then Wednesday, Carolina will be here. And we'll just kind of see how Liam Cohen, after practice today, attacks the week in terms of what is he going to do? Is he going to play, do I use my starters in this game? Do I want them to go a good quarter? It's not much. The times have changed. There's 3 preseason games. They get in this work with the joint practices. He might feel like if he gets in enough good stuff, I think there is a scenario where Trevor doesn't play this training. I mean, I'm sure there's a discussion. Do you want to play? Do you feel like you need to play? Listen, they don't play preseason games in college football, and they ain't as good as the NFL guys. Is there a need for preseason football?
I mean, look, I think it's never a bad thing to get out and test yourself against someone else, but at the same time,
can't you just do that with a joint practice?
Well, that's what I'm saying. The risk of injury in a preseason game versus I'm always under the impression, and I've said that, I would think just to get, if it's not this one, and I would think it would be this one, just the dress rehearsal of going through a home game day, when you go to the locker room, when you do this, getting completely dressed, going through the introductions, and then playing maybe a series. I would not want my mainline players playing more than a series, only because they've got the joint practices before each of these 2 games.
Are the joint practices, are they just as intense as a preseason game? Because you want your players to get that.
Except for hitting the quarterback, I think it's pretty close. They tackle up, they don't tackle to the ground. But so what? What are you proving?
I don't know. I feel like, I don't want my quarterback to get hurt, obviously, but I feel like I want to just throw him in there week 1, no snaps, no throws, no nothing.
That wouldn't bother. I mean, as much pride, that wouldn't bother me at all at this stage.
But you're all right.
I might have a different.
College, they don't. They get
Well,
right
if it was a younger quarterback, we might be talking about a different deal. A guy doesn't have,
But also in college, they get those warm up games. You know what I'm saying? Which gives you that dress rehearsal feel.
Yeah.
Right. And I think if they do it, it's just for that. It's just for going through the logistics of a game day. I don't think it's going to be because you feel Trevor Lawrence needs a series. I mean, let's think about how silly that is.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need one series. That's not doing anything. I mean, you can play NFL games where the first 3 series, you don't get a first down and you score 31 by the time the game's over. So in a way, it almost feels like it's all risk, no reward. What's the reward for that they go out and Trevor goes 4 for 4 and they score with a touchdown pass, and now suddenly we're going to be better than we were if he hadn't?
Fair question. Tarek Skubel's got 3 starts with the Dodgers. Pitch 6 left trailing 2-1. Pitch 5 left trailing 3-2. Pitch 6 left trailing 2-1.
Yeah, he's pitched okay. They just haven't won when he's thrown. And yesterday was another example. I was watching the end of that game, and your favorite non-Met and baseball history came up in the 8th inning with runners on first and second and 1 out as they try to rally, and he promptly hit into a double play. That would be Shohei.
Cost him the MVP.
Yeah, he should. Meanwhile, PCA was hitting a home run, albeit a 10th. Did they get swept by the Cardinals?
No. Ryan O'Halloran saying Walker Little is back at practice, so that's a good sign.
Yeah.
I mean, we just want to get guys back.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So,
I don't think the Jags are real high on Walker Little. I think, I think they're moving in another direction, and I think that if a move could be made with Walker, but there's always this too. We know how much they love the compensatory picks, and if you play Walker Little and he plays well, and you let him go in free agency, you might end up getting a higher pick than if you traded him.
Mm-hmm.
But that's also dependent. I think again, not to speak against what we kind of said all morning, that it is what it is as far as the preseason. I don't love our backup quarterback situation.
Nick Mullins not at practice today, so
I wonder what the reason would be for that.
Might be banged up.
Yeah. He's
because they've already announced their roster move, so I don't think they're doing anything.
Correct.
Yeah.
And I don't think they can afford to unless you certainly want to have a veteran.
Yes.
And just as we shouldn't, Nick Mullins is also playing with backups and a backup line, and that's a big difference in trying to manage a stretch. Look, if it's a stretch longer than a couple of games, see Cincinnati, you're screwed.
Right.
See Baltimore, you're screwed. See Kansas City, you're screwed. If you don't have them for half of a year, it doesn't matter.
Nick Mullins started 20 games in his career.
Yeah.
He's got 5 wins. Won 3 with the San Francisco, 3-5, 2-6, 0-1, and then 0-3 with Minnesota. Again, my whole point about backup quarterbacks, and I think you guys agree, when you have a backup quarterback, if Trevor had like a high ankle sprain and he was out a month and you had 4 football games,
can you go 2-2?
Can I get 2 wins?
Yeah. And this team may be good enough to do that, depending on the 4 with Mullins, and that's up to them to decide, right?
Yeah,
but it doesn't look, it doesn't look like we have a guy who's going to. I don't know if he would be able to do that. Maybe he could.
Yeah.
I think his career passer rating is like 88 point something. I mean, it's not terrible, It's not awesome. The
34 touchdowns, 31 picks.
Yeah. Not great, but
not great. He's a guy. I mean, he is what he is.
Well, and it's also going to be, how well are you running the football? And right now, that's a big question. Like if you can ride a running game for X amount of time.
Mm-hmm. Let's take a break. We got a lot to do still. We'll do that when we come back. It's 9:31. Good morning, Jacksonville. Jaguars are practicing. A lot going on in the sports world. We're back with more next on The Drill.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. From the first play ball to the final. Your home for play-by-play is 1010XL.
Googans, listen up. Hicken here. When it comes to trucks, the only name you need to know is Georgia Moore Chevrolet. Man, our showroom right now off Atlantic Boulevard, we always have it loaded up with the toughest, strongest, hardest working Chevy trucks around. Talking Silverado after Silverado, ready to work or play just as hard as you do. I don't just talk about them. I got 2 Georgia Moore Chevrolet trucks in the family. And they earn every mile, every job, every weekend. Power, dependability, and style, they have it all. If it's a truck you want, Georgia Moore Chevrolet is who you need. Just head on down the Atlantic Boulevard showroom today. You'll see why truck people keep coming back for more. Great folks over there. Shout out to Gabe and service. George Moore Chevrolet, gang. Together. Let's ride.
Hey, Jaguars fans, here's your chance to be face-to-face with the team as they take the field on game day. Jump in the shadows and experience the Jaguars like never before. Enter today at everbank.com/shadows for your chance to be part of the action. No purchase necessary to enter or win. Open to legal residents of the 50 United States and D.C., 18 and older. Entry periods for the 2026 Everbank Shadows Experience promotion are from 8/17/26 to 12/20/26. For official rules and complete details, visit everbank.com/shadows. Sponsor and administrator, Everbank, N.A. Member FDIC.
Hey friends, Jason Parker here with Performance Painting. Have you ever stored a gallon of leftover paint, opened the can years later, and it's rusty, crusty, and unusable? Next time, secure the lid tightly to ensure no leaks and store the can upside down. Oxygen can't get to it, therefore no rust and no crust. If you'd like more tips or have a question about a project, we'd love to help. Go to performance-painting.com. Performance Painting. Prepare, protect, preserve.
Performance Painting. Hi, I'm Blake Bortles. People know I've always said if I wasn't playing football, I'd probably be on a construction site. So Next Gen Roofing finally let me live the dream.
Blake, why are you wearing a red practice jersey?
Always worn it for safety.
Right. Well, around here, the red jersey means you're the new guy, so you're in charge of garbage cleanup.
Perfect. I love garbage time. Always excelled in it.
It's not exactly what I meant.
Good thing Next Gen Roofing has real pros handling everything from family homes to large commercial buildings. Next Gen, teamed up with you.
Teamed up with you.
Hey everybody, Mike Dempsey here. On September 2nd, DraftKings Game Day arrives with massive deals, exclusive deals, and an all-day celebration for sports fans. The DraftKings Sports app is now live in all 50 states, including right here in Florida. DraftKings Game Day is the kickoff of a new season, a new era. Remember this date, September 2nd. New DraftKings customers sign up with code 1010XL, spend $5 to get $150 in rewards within 14 days. That's code 1010XL. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Event trading offered by DraftKings Predictions, a CFTC-registered introducing broker. Trading involves risk of loss. Market availability varies. Eligibility restrictions apply. $50 every 7 days via click-to-claim. Issued in non-withdrawable predictions dollars that expire in 1 year. Ends August 23rd. Terms dkng.co/predictions promo. Nationwide based on sportsbook predictions and free-to-play sports contest availability. Varies by state.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's team time, Farah doesn't flinch. Now, the Monahan's golden moment. Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach, your local family jewelers.
All kinds of golden moments. I'd go back to the swimming story. I'm still Katie Ledecky, 14 years, didn't lose in the 800 and finally got dethroned. And, you know, look, we're, 2 years away from the Olympics. She'll be there again. It's in L.A., so.
Well, apparently she's got a rival now.
She got somebody she's going to have to beat.
She hadn't had a rival for about 20 years, it sounds like.
Yeah.
My golden moment goes to a guy best known this year for taking the silver, and that's Scotty Scheffler, and not just the way he won yesterday, the second time this year he's won on tour, but the 8 shot, I think it matched his biggest margin of victory ever, and they tried to pair Sam Burns with my man down 2 going to the final round. And Sam Burns was going to show because they're good friends and they travel. And, he beat him in a playoff once. Give me a break.
Dirty so-and-so Stuart Morrow come in here.
Yeah, he's
smiling.
Hey, man, he deserves it. Well played. He saved him all year. Played him. He won. And now he can't be caught. I mean, as far as last.
I got a golden moment I'd like to throw out there.
Please.
Shout out Pumpkin, man.
Shout out Pumpkin.
What the hell's wrong with you?
Pumpkin boo-boo.
Stop it, Pumpkin. The economic society has gone to hell in a handbasket if Pumpkin's holding stacks for what she alleges she does for a living.
All right, you guys in the mood for some New York City headlines? I know I am. Oceanside Cleaners brings them. I love Oceanside Cleaners. They are the very best. They've done it all for me. They say if it's got fabric, they can clean it, and they prove it time and time again. From my red wine sports coat, they got it all out. Look great. In fact, this morning, I filled up my blue bag, put it outside. They pick it up, and they'll bring it back in a couple days with everything clean and wonderful. And I couldn't be happier. Outdoor cushions, backpacks. If you're headed back to school, they can get those right. Lab coats if you work they're unbelievable. 3 locations serve you: Southside, Ponte Vedra, and 1 in St. Augustine. Oceanside Cleaners, we just don't clean, we care. Hit it. A final moments, Hayden Panettiere suffered cardiac arrest after feared overdose, according to chilling 911 dispatch audio.
Unfortunately, that's what it would seem to have pointed to.
Laughing stock, Caitlin Clark caught smiling with Angel Reese in anguish over missing potential game-winning layup.
I think what bothers me about the Toxic League is there's no accountability. If Jaylen Brown misses a shot like that at the end of an NBA game, it's all you see on SportsCenter all day long.
Yeah.
But Angel Reese misses a wide-open layup to win the game, and, it didn't happen.
Ancient treasure, massive tooth of 3.6 million-year-old megalodon, largest shark to ever live, discovered on Jersey Shore.
The fact that people try and narrow something down to being 3.4 million years old is very comical to me.
Tats all. Rep Nancy Mace reveals new tattoos as she launches YouTube show after losing political career.
Yeah, I don't know who she is, so I'm sorry your political career is gone. Good luck with the tattoos. Shout out Tattoogan this morning.
Yeah, shout out. Another ring. Karl Anthony Towns marries longtime girlfriend Jordan Woods in star-studded Malibu wedding.
They stole your line or you stole theirs.
Yeah. Well, that's usually, we're good at it. Can't read that.
These are actual headlines. This is the filth they put on the streets every day in New Crack City.
No. Don't tread on me. Country hick farmers reject AI company's $26 million offer to build data centers on land.
Yeah, good for you.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they'll build them somewhere else, and they'll never get any money, and the crops will dry up, but they'll be happy, and they'll have standards.
Spy Kids, Little League World Series team accused of sign stealing and wild drama. What is going on?
I saw umpires be umpires. They threw one of the coaches out from one of the Little League teams.
Extremely weird. Bills fans fume over $2.2 billion stadium during first preseason game.
Yeah, where the rest of the world's ready to let that one go. Good luck with your stadium. We don't care.
Yeah. They don't. Yeah, exactly. Soaking up the sun, Kate Moss turns up the heat in black swimsuit while vacationing with daughter Lila in Spain.
Now, if I remember Kate Moss, I hope she was using SPF 3 million. She was about as pale came back in the day.
Teen charged after friends with benefits lover fatally shot during Russian roulette foreplay. Cops.
Man, if you're looking for a thrill, I'd start a lot of places other than Russian roulette.
At first.
Yeah, what? Idiocracy is just out of control.
Kelly Clarkson won't let her kids watch From Justin to Kelly after brutal admission about 03 film.
I can only imagine what the admission was. I'm guessing she went tag her watch for a spell.
Humanoid robots could patrol southern borders, CEO pitches if futuristic technology moves closer to reality.
Trying to tell y'all, man.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
I'm telling you. I'm trying to tell y'all.
Gang warfare, fed up residents hire ex-gangbangers to take back homeless war zone.
I mean, homeless war zone should not be a descriptor in the United States of America. Just shouldn't.
That robot story.
Actual headlines from New York City.
That robot story reminded me of one of the coolest. It was kind of freaky, but it was cool that I saw on the golf course. I know y'all seen it.
What you got?
So there was a single guy walking behind us by himself, and he had one of those push carts.
Those remote controls.
But it was, it was going everywhere he was going.
It follows you.
Bro,
Yeah.
Oh, you'll be getting one of those soon.
Yes, I gotta get one.
I'm assuming you probably have some sort of chip clip
probably
or
had
something.
something like a remote in his pocket. He had his because it was hot.
Yeah.
So he had an umbrella, and the cart was just going where he needed it to go.
You love that.
It was crazy.
That would be a nice. That would be a fun way to walk a golf course.
Yes, that's on my checklist. I want to walk 9 and walk 18.
And it's not a big. It's not a big thing to push a cart. It's not. But just have your hands.
Have you never walked?
Oh gosh,
bro! I just started playing. No, I never walked. Yeah, I walked from the cart to my ball.
Okay. Yeah,
into somebody's backyard and back to the cart.
Yeah, at some point as you continue, there's some courses that won't let you ride. But
cart path only this weekend. That was
nowhere
treacherous.
here though. There's nowhere in town that you have to walk. Everywhere here, there are some golf courses where you have to walk, or at least it's strongly recommended, unless you have some sort of physical ailment.
Yeah,
but
certain like Stream Song, certain times of year you have to walk.
Yes,
in their in their golf season, I think.
Summertime is it's almost silly.
But like when we went and play,
it's so hot.
I went when I Whistling Straits had to walk there. Aaron Hills had to walk there.
Do they provide you like a push cart, or you can carry your bag?
You have to also have to get a caddy.
Oh, okay, and they carry.
Yeah, they carry it, and you get some reading of the greens. And
I had to walk
$120
overseas, and I had a push cart.
Yeah,
and a 4 caddy.
I don't mind a push cart.
I don't either.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
But
the
one that follows you around is even better.
That was cool.
But it's also, it's a different game here in Florida, man. It's hot so much of the year. You need to get in the cart, walk in the beach.
That's why he had his umbrella with him.
Because guess what? You can still get in. Like I always get in the passenger seat. Because I'll walk down the course and stuff. I like to walk.
Got to get our steps in. I do the same.
Is you get your steps in that. Even if you're in a cart, you can still get 10, 12,000 steps.
Absolutely. I'll tell them to go ahead. I'll walk. Yeah, I do all the time.
Or you're 100 yards in, grab my putter, off I go. Let's take a break. We'll make the turn for home next, right here on The Drill.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Streaming live from the XL Digital Studios. Polished by Harbor Dental Care, the locally owned smile restoration experts.
In the game of vehicle performance and reliability, Atlantic Infiniti is always the top pick. This is Hayes Carlion. Did you know that every certified pre-owned Infiniti is inspected, factory-backed, with a limited warranty, and gets the same championship-level service as a brand-new Infiniti? Every mile will feel like first class. Check out their full certified inventory now at AtlanticInfinity.com or visit Atlantic Infinity off Atlantic near St. John's Bluff.
Replacing windows can be a big investment, and you deserve straight answers. Well, at Cash Building Material, I got them. Prosser here. Cash Building Material explained my options, answered my questions, and helped me find windows that fit my home and my budget. No pressure, just honest advice. And they'll do the same for you. So before you buy windows or doors, get a cash quote. Search Cash Building Material and click on their replacements tab. Cash Building Material. Windows and doors done right.
25 weeks comes down to this. You ready? 3 wide under the lights. 0 margin for error. Everything on the line. Flirting with 200 miles per hour in the place where this journey began. Race 26, the final hunt for a spot in the chase. The Coke Zero Sugar 400 weekend at Daytona, August 28th through 29th. Get your tickets now at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
Transmission problems? Call Action Transmission Specialist. I'm Robin, the owner. My team provides expert service done right the first time on all makes and models, plus a nationwide after warranty for total peace of mind. Action Transmission on Merrill Road. Get traction. Call Action.
You trusted a medical professional with your care. When that trust is broken, the results can be devastating. Medical error can leave patients and families facing unanswered questions and lifelong challenges. Founded in Jacksonville, Edwards & Raggets helps you understand and protect your legal rights after medical negligence. No fees unless you recover damages. We're here to help. Call 904-INJURED or visit 904injured.com.
Edwards & Raggets, offices Jacksonville.
When you're hungry, go big, and more importantly, go to Dailies, where they got anything and everything to tantalize your taste buds and fill you up. At Dailies, our barbecue beef brisket sandwich is slow smoked to perfection, tender, juicy, and full of bold flavor. It's the kind of sandwich that truly satisfies. Try the barbecue brisket sandwich at Dailies. Meanwhile, some favorites never go out of style. The Duval sub at Dailies is stacked, loaded, and made with the bold flavor you want in every bite. Fresh ingredients, big taste. It's a local favorite. Grab the Duval sub today at Dailies. Or maybe you just want a delicious chicken sandwich. Some choices just work. The chicken sandwich at Dailies is crispy on the outside, it's juicy on the inside, and it is full of flavor. Perfect for lunch, perfect for dinner, perfect anytime hunger hits. So grab the chicken sandwich today at Dailies. Dailies is made fresh, it's made local, and Dailies is built for big appetites. I'll see you there today.
Frank Frangie here for my friends at Coyle Fencing. You've heard me talk about our Bregan baseball complex with walk-off charities and we needed a batter's eye. Nobody knew how to do it. Coyle figured it out, and it is great. Since then, Coyle & Sons has completed hundreds of projects, including most recently our football fields at Fort Family Park. The bottom line is they do everything. They do it well. It looks great. I trust Coyle & Sons. You can too. Since 1927, they've been getting it right. CoyleJacks.com, COYLE Jacks.com. That's where you find them. A proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Hey roofers, finish and close out jobs same day with PermitRockstar.com. Their full-service permitting platform helps contractors cut permitting delays by up to 80%. Stop waiting and start building with PermitRockstar.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focus, fueled, fearless, Farah.
We're back putting the wraps on a next-gen roofing Monday.
This is big news.
What do you got?
Businesses nationwide have been mandated to shift from a 9 to 5 to a 9 to 4 workday out of respect for Jane Daniels and his number 5.
Somebody said.
So if you're reading this, feel free to leave work an hour early today.
Somebody said earlier on the text line that the traffic signs downtown have been changed to 24 from 25. I think that was a joke, but nonetheless, I just saw a really interesting trivia question. I'm just going to blatantly steal off of this ESPN programming.
Okay.
And it's this, and it has a tie-in, so that's why I'm going to use it.
Okay.
Are you among the group that thinks the Giants could be a playoff contender this year? No. Okay. Well,
you know me. I told you I'm not sold on Dart.
Yeah,
which
a lot of other people are. You know, some people that would be the reason for those that
I
are.
worry about him.
Dual threat
Again,
ability.
he took another shot.
Yeah,
man.
he did.
Took a
That's
shot.
fair.
But anyway, with
so
that said,
Josh Allen started that way too, taking too many shots.
Yep.
But he's a lot bigger man.
Mm-hmm.
If he would take the Giants to the playoffs, he would become the youngest playoff starter in Giants history. Can you tell me the youngest to start a playoff game at the quarterback position in Giants history?
Okay.
It's a very hard question. It's hard to even remember this guy as a Giant, for one. I could give, more clues. I'll leave it at that. This would have happened in the last 20 years.
Okay. So it's not
Gary
like Fran
Collins.
Tarkenton or
No,
Norm
this
Snead.
would-
Gary Collins, but he was in Carolina, so he was probably a little older by the time he got to
this guy was 24 years old and then some days. I didn't see the amount of days. But that's why it's a good question, because it makes you, First of all, the Giants haven't been a raging play, and this all boils down to, I wish I hadn't given you the age.
Yeah.
How old was Eli when he took him? I mean, it was relatively early in his career when they were at least a playoff team, but there's a context clue. It's not him. Yeah, it's not him. I really don't remember this guy having success in the league or being, or you know what? Perhaps he was, this is probably what it is. He probably wasn't the starter for the team, but he started the playoff game.
Yeah.
Right? Like
Yes.
whoever the starter was must have gotten hurt. It's a local tie-in. It's not your favorite guy. For his commentary, or his Twitter, or his podcast, or other things. Quarterback. Local quarterback. And by local, I mean state.
Oh, is it a Gator?
Nope.
No? I was going to guess Jesse James Palmer.
It's a Seminole. You don't dislike Jesse James Palmer.
No.
But that's a good guess.
But I don't like Jesse James Palmer.
This youngest ever to start a playoff game for the New York Football Giants is a former Seminole.
It ain't Jameis.
No.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
That's how forgettable. That's what I'm saying. That's why I asked
EJ Manuel?
Nope.
No, he was Buffalo. I don't think he played for the Giants.
Got to go back to you really at some points. I don't think you do right now, but you have really taken issue with some stuff that this guy has said as a mouthpiece, either as a radio show.
Oh, Danny
Cannell.
Cannell.
Oh, yeah.
Danny Cannell. Danny Cannell started to play. I guess he would have been Eli's backup.
Let's look it up.
But yeah, 24 days and something.
Wow. Well, he was not a good NFL quarterback, so.
Someone on the text line saying 23 years, 10 months, 18 days for Eli. But again,
They just asked the question.
Yeah, the question.
Danny Cannell in 1997 went 7-2-1 starting for the Giants.
So that's
he's 10-13 overall as a starter in the league.
Wow, so that's way before Eli.
He was 24.
That was leading to the fossil, Super Bowl team. Kind of building into that, right? Wasn't that 2000?
Let me see what they did that year.
I wonder who was the starter in the. Did he have the? I mean, I'm assuming because you said he was 7-2-1 that he replaced an injured starter.
Yeah, let's see. It's a good question.
That's a long time ago, man. It's 30 years. It's been that long.
They went 10-6-1, and they lost to the Vikings, 23-22.
Wow. And he would have been, by the way, just in the league, right? I mean, he was on the. What was his last year in Tallahassee?
The tie year.
94.
Right?
Yeah. So he was 97. He's a relatively young quarterback.
Let's see what we got here. Danny Cannell in 1997 took over for Dave Brown.
Dave Brown.
Dave Brown. College, please, for Dave Brown?
Yes, Duke.
Duke. He had been the primary starter before Jim Fossil turned to Cannell. Cannell initially stepped in during a game due to an injury to Brown, won the starting job outright, turned 2-3 into 10-5-1.
Okay.
So they probably thought they had themselves a QB.
Yeah, they probably did. He came from a good program. Had success there.
Yeah. E, get us out of here.
Now, the 2-minute drill is driven by nobody but Nimnicht. Nimnicht Chevrolet on Cassett Avenue and Nimnicht Buick GMC on Phillips Highway.
Tony, would you trade Ronald Acuna for anyone? Just curious.
Anyone's probably a little bit strong. Like, I'd probably trade him for Shohei. You know, like, there are guys that I would trade him for, but I love Acuna.
You love him, too?
Yeah.
So Braves fans love Acuna.
Yeah. Why wouldn't I?
Well, because for
He's
3
won an
years, he
MVP.
hasn't done much.
Yeah. When he's healthy, he plays at an MVP level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
I got to
never
deal
healthy.
with the healthy thing.
I can't trade, like I told Hick, I can't trade him to the Yankees and then watch him play 5 years of healthy baseball in a row and win an MVP.
Like, I know what it looks like when he's on the field.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. I was just curious.
He answered real similar.
And he's one of the few guys playing right field in the entire game that the ball gets hit out there, and anyone trying to go to second, you're like, good luck, buddy.
Yeah.
Like you really do have that feeling.
That's a fact.
You know, like it's fun to watch.
What do you got cooking today?
We can go through the Giants quarterback history if we want.
Sure. Yeah.
I remember the Kent Graham days when that guy was the backup on the
Kent
Giants,
Graham,
and he was kind of on and off. And then right after the history of where you guys were with it, that was when they picked up Kerry Collins.
Yep.
Right, and that's when they got to the
that's who
Super
took
Bowl.
him to the Super
yeah,
Bowl a couple years
that's
later.
when they got to the Super Bowl, and then they had a year that was kind of the middle year. That's when they drafted Eli. That was the Kurt Warner year.
And he was hurt, never got going.
Like that kind of thing was going on. They were kind of a playoff contender, but they still benched Kurt Warner that 1 year they had him.
Well,
And he
because
got
they
hurt,
had drafted
too.
Eli.
Because you drafted Eli.
Yeah.
And they weren't playing great when he benched him.
And he didn't win until the final week of the regular season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that against the Broncos, or was that not against the Broncos? Did they
I
have
think
a
that
good
was
game
the
against the Broncos?
Broncos. I think
the
that
Broncos
was.
were really good.
Yeah.
And, yeah. I remember watching that game. So
Well, and to the point though, and between his injuries, you thought Kurt Warner was done. Like
Yeah,
when it
you
didn't
did.
work with the Giants, you thought he was
went
done.
and
He went to
found
Arizona and rose,
Arizona
like the
came
Phoenix,
back,
so to speak.
No
well,
doubt.
a lot to react to after the game
No
Friday.
doubt. That's what we'll get into today on the show. It's just reacting to what we saw on Saturday for the Jaguars. And look, I think my big takeaway, if we just want to sum it up, is nobody that we thought was making the 53 played bad. Right. Like that's kind of the way I feel, but it's like a bunch of really way down the roster offensive linemen, way down the roster secondary pieces. Like those guys were like, are we playing ball today or not, guys?
Right.
You know, like that kind of thing. But anyone that I thought might have a chance to even play at any point this season for the Jags when they were on the field, I was like, oh yeah, they look fine.
Yeah.
Right. Like I think the linebacker competition is red hot still.
Yeah.
Like both those guys I thought played really well on Saturday.
Good point. The Regis kid obviously had the sack, but he played okay, I think, too.
Played fine.
Yeah.
I thought Wesley Williams pushed some things around. He didn't have like a stat.
That's what I'm saying.
but-
Like some of those guys that maybe we didn't know, we hadn't seen them flash even maybe to this point in camp. I do think they showed up on Saturday in that game. Like the guys that I think are going to be on the roster, they played well.
Yeah.
Like I'm not.
The only asterisk is they're playing against backup talent,
right.
too. For the
Like
most part.
Boys,
they got beat the way they did early.
Boys just posted on Twitter, Breece Hall goes down running untouched.
Just now?
Yeah.
Oof.
No.
It always
that-
makes you think of one thing, and it's not a good thing.
Well, you can say, I mean, it's to the point you can almost say he's out for the year. I mean, who goes down untouched and doesn't like tear an Achilles or an ACL every time?
That's a shame for the Jets to catch
Yeah,
that
he's
luck.
been banged up, man, and now that's a oof. Yeah, and Aaron Glenn, enjoy your final year as the NFL head
No
coach.
doubt.
Oof, that's
Have a
tough
great show, Tom.
Thank you.
Our work here is done, Jeffrey.
It has, and I'll tell you who's working hard all day to give you the best when it comes to quality roofing, and that's our friends at Next Gen Roofing. So whether it's just time for a new one, maybe you have roof damage, that's always your first call. Next Gen Roofing, nextgenroofing.com.
Time to swerve.
Swerve.